And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white.
We're the whites. Nobody ever cares if bad things happen to us anymore.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
None of these niggas have motion except for me. There has to be one real nigga left in America, in this damn country.
Yes, I am. It's about time we started this show up, right? Don't you think? Hit that like button for me, y'all. Lots to talk about. Got a lot to go over this morning. I don't really have much to do today, so we just might do a double header. We just might go into double overtime, sudden death. So many things happening. So much drama in the USA, man. Racism everywhere. I gotta tell you, man. Racism. It's just all the rage right now. Should a white woman go to jail for dropping a hard R in public? I wonder what the founders of America would think of if they knew that in just 100 or 2 years, white women in America would be facing jail time for dropping hard R's in public. Ancestors cry.
A Rochester City attorney filing a summons complaint charging a woman with disorderly conduct after she went viral last spring for allegedly using a racial slur against a child. Tonight in Olmsted County, several people are praising this move. Fox 9's Babs Santos went to Rochester to learn more about it. He joins us now live with the details. Babs?
Well, Randy, part of the process here was the city attorney trying to get input from the victim's family to make sure that that family wanted to move forward with charges. However, there were 3 families actually claiming to be the family involved in all of this. So it took law enforcement some time to figure out which family it truly was. And after figuring that out today, the city attorney moved forward with these charges.
So apparently the city of, I guess, Rochester, they know who the alleged family of that boy was, who was the victim of a horrible N-word attack at a playground. And because they now have a proper victim, because, you know, nobody, no case, right? Now that they have a proper victim, they say they can go and file some type of charges against the woman because she dropped a hard R against that little Somali boy. Remember, he wasn't a black, he was a Somali. Keep that in mind.
It's about what we can do within the letter of the law, and while it's frustrating and there are different opinions.
Many people in Rochester have been waiting for this day since last April, waiting to learn if Shiloh Hendricks would be charged with a crime after allegedly using the N-word to rebuke a Somali boy with autism who reportedly took a pouch of applesauce from her diaper bag.
Does every Somali boy in that town have autism? Because, you know, going by the numbers, there is an incredibly large amount of Somali boys or children who have autism. And I'm just wondering why so many Somalis have the tism. Is there a connection between tism and Somaliism?
An encounter at this Rochester playground that went viral on social media.
But yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with using that kind of verbiage.
This week, charges came down. 3 misdemeanor counts of disorderly conduct with a maximum sentence of 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine.
90 days and a $1,000 fine. I thought this was America, people. If you're not allowed to drop the hard R in public, America would have never been born. I just had to say that, all right? It's like we've lost recipes, bro. It's like we've forgotten where we came from. If dropping a hard R had always been illegal, America could never happen.
These blacks.
In charging documents, authorities say the 36-year-old was hostile and racist to the 8-year-old child, all because of a pouch of applesauce. The child's parents allegedly feared Hendricks would strike the boy, and Hendricks allegedly said he was about to hit him for taking her son's stuff.
I think it's justified that she's being charged. I think it's completely unjustified her reaction to the situation, especially being a child. Special needs or not, a child's a child.
Now, Mayor Kim Norton hopes her damaged community can begin to...
Her damaged community. The community has been damaged. Do you guys understand the impact that a hard R causes? Like, imagine Hiroshima. Imagine Nagasaki, right? Now imagine Rochester. It is the same thing, damn it. It is the same thing. The damage that this word has caused has been just short of nuclear. And I was talking about this before when this whole incident first came around a couple of months back. The N-word is the most powerful word in the human language. I don't know of any word in any other language. Like, you literally have to dig up ancient occult texts to find a word more powerful. Like, whatever word that you use to summon Cthulhu, the N-word is slightly less powerful than that. It is the most powerful word that has ever been uttered by man. Any like, to get a stronger word, you literally have to conjure a demon with it. There is no word more powerful. It will, on the one hand, cost you your entire life, your career, your investments, your property, your bank account. It can cost you so many things. On the other hand, it can be the pathway to financial freedom. You can be up $250,000 and never have to work again. And millions and millions and millions and millions of black people simply, they tremble at the mere utterance of the word. And not even the word itself. It's not even the word. If you just type in, unironically, under a comment, black people will get angry. The word itself need not be uttered. All you have to do is type the word in under a particular comment. And all types of chimping out will happen. Just the power of not only the word, but just the letter. Just the letter of the word has power unto it. And no one man should have all that power.
Heal. Already, there have been protests, community conversations, and an NAACP town hall.
The conversations have been very difficult surrounding the First Amendment and First Amendment rights, but words do hurt people.
And another detail in all of this that some may remember, after that incident, Shiloh Hendricks had an online fundraiser raising money to relocate that brought in about...
The fundraiser part is the funniest part to me. And I don't even care about how much money she made. She did get a lot of money, though. Like, I have said the N-word in all of its forms and manners, and I have never earned a dime off of it. Maybe a couple of bucks on YouTube. No lie. Maybe YouTube has done it for me a little bit. But Shiloh Hendricks, she has turned the N-word into like an industry unto itself. And the hose mattery that she caused because of the N-word, oh my God, I've never seen so many hoes so mad at one thing.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
And And another detail in all of this that some may remember, after that incident, Shiloh Hendricks had an online fundraiser raising money to relocate that brought in about $800,000. Today, the mayor of Rochester admitted that law enforcement is still unsure if she has perhaps since left town. Reporting live tonight in Rochester, Babs Santos, Fox 9.
All right, Babs, thank you.
And there you have it. That was the beginning of the N-word saga. Well, we'll call it the 2025 N-word saga, because I don't think this was the first ever N-word saga, but this was like a turning point for the N-word usage. It became like a whole cultural moment unto itself. It was the first time that the N-word, it was the first time in modern in history, like in my life, it is the first time that the N-word was properly reclaimed by white America. And it kind of sent a shiver down the spine of the black internet. It just kind of, it was like a shockwave. It's like, oh, you just came up off of the hard R N-word usage. It was hard to imagine such a thing just happened, and this is just where we are now. And so now we're on to the next phase of the N-word scandal. And, you know, a funny thing is happening before we even get into the conversation. It's just a funny thing. You know, I love the internet. God, I love what happens on the internet, man. The internet is one of the funnest places to really just hang out and chill, catch the vibe. God, man. Put a 1 in the chat for the internet, y'all, because I couldn't do this shit without you people. You nameless, faceless, brave content creators, big and small. I love you all.
Now I'm just gonna tell you motherfucking niggas straight off the dump. Don't fuck with my motherfucking president. Do you understand me? Nigga, we ride with Donald Trump over here, nigga. Draco, we ain't playing with you motherfucking niggas. You understand me? Keep my motherfucking president name out your mouth. Fuck, nigga. Any motherfucking nigga, white, black, Chinese, Mexican, if you want to build that wall, let them build it. You motherfucking niggas out there think it's a game. I'm going to go to war behind Donald Trump. That's right. Do you understand me? We're going to go to motherfucking war, Trump. You got some motherfucking soldiers, boy, right here on your side, boy. Right here, we coming. Draco, talking about we going around. What that little nigga down there in Baton Rouge name? Nigga, keep my motherfucking president out of your motherfucking mouth, nigga. Talking about you got 100 on it. Now I'm just gonna tell you.
Now, if you're watching, the images on the screen is playing different screenshots of people's posts online, just to prove the point that real niggas do love Donald Trump. Apparently, Trump has an army of shooters in the streets just waiting. And also, you know, it does give credence to the idea that every now and then, among the masses of white men, every now and then a man gets chosen. Every now and then a white man gets handed the torch, and he has to carry the crown, and he gets given the golden pass, y'all.
Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
On behalf of all black people from all over the world, we would like to give President Trump, the greatest president of all time, our most valuable nigger pass. With this nigger pass, he can say the N-word as many times as he wants, anytime he wants. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, goddamn I'm not. All right. Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? Please.
I'm sorry, I was muted up. Donald Trump should get an N-word pass. He should, for all that he has done for Black America, for all that he has done for the Black America to come, for the future generations of Black America. Between the HBCU support, between the deportations, between the crackdown on the Haitian and the Somalian and all the other non-FBA, non-Black immigrants out there, for just bringing the National Guard to Black towns like Memphis and DC and wherever else he takes the National Guard. He should get a gold-plated N-word pass, all right? Remember that scene from American Psycho when they were comparing business cards? He should get the finest of N-word passes, okay? He needs an N-word pass that is nearly indestructible. And it should probably be something that he hands down. Like, when he's done, he should hand that N-word pass to his son, Barron. Generational N-word pass. One in his generation. Everyone in the generation gets to have it. It all started with the Donald. And also, because of the weird cultural vibe that's kind of shifting in America right now, the racial awakening that's happening in America, apparently white people are building a team, you guys. White people are building a team. I present to you the Nick Vengers.
Fuck out of my seat!
Oh, the N team. My bad. My bad, y'all. It's the N team. Had it wrong. I was gonna name him something totally different.
Fuck out of my seat! Kick that.
They chipping out. It is my nigga.
Fuck out of my seat!
It's gonna be a crazy year. 2026 not even here yet. It's gonna be a crazy year. Listen, I couldn't even wait for 2026, bro. Don't rush the madness. Just if this is where we at in 2025, if we're closing 25 like that, we're ending 2025 with a bang. Just imagine what's gonna happen in 2026, bro. I predict some weird white liberal is gonna ironically burn a cross just to start some shit. It's gonna be a really, really weird year coming up, I promise you. Tahuti Rod with the 5 ball. He says paying admission to the intellectual entertainment. Oh, shout out to you, bro. I don't know what intellectual entertainment you expect to get. We tell retard jokes over here.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
Shout out to Mr. Enigma with the 233. Orange is the new ninja. Believe it. I think the hijabs are the new niggas, actually. That's what's weird. Or it's a really weird thing happened. I was tweeting about this morning. I think it's kind of odd watching other black people, well, other non-black melanated people, you know, the Africans and whatnot. It's weird watching them go to different parts of the world and then like claim the racism struggle. Like, nigga, that's my shit. That is my shit. These niggas out here swagger jacking our moves, bro. I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about that, and I'm not really feeling it. And apparently, you know, it is not, I'm not alone. My sentiment is not completely uncommon. There are other black folk looking at it like, you know what? I don't want to keep playing this race game with you niggas no more. Y'all niggas need to go home. Go be black where you came from. You ain't black over here. You something else.
I'm on my way, y'all. They done threatened to take my life if I come to Minnesota. So I'm on my way. I'm about to put together some sweatshirts, some t-shirts, so that you can fight, so that you can support the cause, because I'm about to travel the United States of America and figure out what's going on with Americans. I don't care nothing else about nobody who's not an American. Now, I don't put no black in front of it. Don't put no white in front of it. I'm not fighting for no racial causes. I'm fighting for America. We will not be the UK. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Jihad my motherfucking ass. It won't happen here, not on my watch. But they said they're gonna take me up out of here if I come to Minnesota, so I'm on my way. We're gonna start some fundraising. We're gonna start somebody start me a motherfucking GoFundMe. I am on my way. I don't think I'll come back home for another year from now. I think I'll just be traveling around causing motherfucking hell for everybody who ain't American. That's what I think I'll be doing. Here I come.
Now, apparently, there was a woman on TikTok who found out about some type of fraud or something going on in Somalia. She was commenting on it. Let me show you something here. Apparently, she's going through it right now. Let's look at this real quick.
So I'm sitting here waiting on the police. I filed a police, well, I called the police. So they're sending somebody out so I can file a report. I didn't want to do that because Columbus is infiltrated, including, I'm sure, police officers. So I was worried about that, but everybody kept saying, call the police, call the police, call the police. So I called the police. But it got me to thinking.
Why does she have to call the police? What's going on with her life? Let me show you what she's been up to.
See Columbus, Ohio, fraud investigators. If you go to the government-assisted housing areas, you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians, and the parking lot is occupied.
Yeah, yes, DJ. Snitching on tethers, bro. Snitching on tethers. That no snitching thing, we was just playing. I know everybody remembers that whole no snitching thing. Hold on, I got you, DJ. Give me a second. I remember that whole no snitching thing. I remember Jeezy, stop snitching. Remember that whole wave? Yeah, we was just playing. We was just playing, bro. We are definitely snitching on tethers, bro. We are definitely snitching on tethers. No, DJ, I'm only half tether. I got slave blood over here, though. That's the key. I got plantation roots over here. I'm only a half a tether. My daddy fucked my way into the game. That's why I respect that man. Put some respect on his shit. My daddy fucked my way into the game. We don't have to choose the other team if we don't want to. I've been here all this time, blood in the game. No worries, no contradictions here. I'm not coming from an entirely other land attempting to be some other shit. My genes been here too. So we know it's all good though. It's all good. Look, let me finish playing the video. It's not even about me. But like I said, yeah, we was just playing about that no snitching shit, bro.
Come see Columbus, Ohio, fraud investigators. If you go to the government-assisted housing areas, you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians, and the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars. And the women walking around have designer purses with EBT cards, and they have Apple iPhones stuck up in their hijabs. Yeah. And then go to the businesses that are owned by the men. Because see, what happens is when you have a restaurant or when you have a little corner store and you have a couple of wives and you only have to claim one, then that means the other wives get EBT cards, and you can use those EBT cards to buy food for your store or your restaurant. Yeah. Or what you can do is you can get a home health aid company, and then you only hire Somalians to work the home health aid. And what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them off for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about fraud. So they are outside my house throwing something at my windows.
All men must choose, bro. There is no middle ground. And everybody is a nationalist for the place they really love.
And no, I'm not going to go look out the window and take video and all of that. I'm not going to the window. That's what I think they want me to do, is go to the window. I'm more angry than I am mad, even though my heart is bouncing out my chest. I am angry because that is stupid.
I'm angry because you're not firing rounds outside your window. Like, I'd be mag dumping. Don't, oh God, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm gonna ruin a lot of lives behind this shit. Don't do this to me.
And it makes me also concerned because I live in a boarding house, which means there are other women in this house. How do you know exactly which window is mine?
So you probably live in a house full of single women. Can you imagine living in a building full of single, middle-aged, older women and a town full of Muslims? Oh, the fear, the horror. Oh my God.
Who told you? They got to be in this house to know. And yes, I rent from Muslims, so I don't know if...
Ooh. Oh God, you in so much trouble. Oh dear God, you are in so much trouble. I'd be like Malcolm X by the window. Oh my God, you in so much trouble. I wouldn't even be doing this type of content in that type of environment. You see the advantages of not camming up? This is why maybe I should never cam up, right? Maybe I should just, and I'm sitting here making a list of things I need to buy, and I'm measuring out room I need to take, set aside and shit. Like, let's see, where can I put all this stuff at? Like, maybe I shouldn't do none of that. Then again, I don't have her problems. I'm a different type of animal. But who needs this shit, really?
My landlord told somebody which room is mine. But I'm not going to the window. And I'm not going to stop talking. They're trying to intimidate me. I must be telling the truth clearly. If I was making up stuff or if it was a fantasy, folks would have kept scrolling. But I'm not making up stuff. There is fraud in that community. And no, it's probably not everybody, but it's enough of them that they are like Planet Z zombies coming after me. I'm not going to stop talking. Period.
Hey, she do got the nosy neighbor eyes, DJ. But you know, the older I get, the more I understand the ways of life and the ways of man. I respect the nosy neighbor eyes, bro. The nosy neighbor eyes are one of those little like those invisible barriers that keep things out of your community. In any community where you have like that, you can leave the kid's bike on the lawn and you know the children roam the streets at night. People leave their doors unlocked. That type of community. There are nosy neighbor eyes in those communities. Eyes are always on you in those communities. And that is the way it should be.
So I'm sitting here waiting on the police. I called the police. So they're sending somebody out so I can file a report. I didn't want to do that because Columbus is infiltrated, including, I'm sure, police officers. So I was worried about that, but everybody kept saying, call the police, call the police, call the police. So I called the police. But it got me to thinking, if I feel too intimidated to call the police because I feel like the police may be infiltrated, it got me to thinking about maybe Tim Walz, the mayor of Minneapolis, and the police chief, maybe they didn't say anything and they kept trying to quiet down the fraud because they too are intimidated. We don't know how big this thing goes. We don't know. We keep hearing about, oh, there's gangs. It could be we don't know.
Might have a whole dirty foot cartel. Listen, what if Minnesota is the first dirty foot cartel? You don't even know these people. You don't even know what they could be doing. We have a dirty foot cartel running Minnesota, scamming all levels of the government. Little street dirty foot YN gangs out here. You don't know how big this thing is. This thing could go all the way to the top of Somalia. This thing could go right to the heart of Mogadishu. The Dirty Foot Cartel is technically international. You never know where you can spot these people.
Like that. Like, I'm afraid to tell somebody in higher up position because they might be involved. So, yeah. And it also makes me think that I thought I knew how big this situation was in our country, but I think I just found out, honey.
She is now on the run from the Dirty Foot Cartel. Everybody keep nosy auntie in your prayers. You gotta keep the nosy auntie in your prayers. She is at war with the Dirty Foot Cartel right now.
What I'm witnessing right now with the Somalians out there in Minnesota and all the issues that they're dealing with Trump and deportation is a prime example. Their response to it is a prime example of why FBAs call Black immigrants tethers. I'm sorry, I'm not one to use that word, but I can see what they mean, because the tether means to attach yourself to something. And right now, I see a lot of Somalians who have never considered themselves Black attaching themselves to Black Americans as a way of deflecting what's happening to them and saying like, oh, we're all Black. And he's doing the same thing to us because we're Black, just like Black Americans. Listen to this.
President Trump and the base that is attacking our community. We understand that you are here to divide us, to create fear amongst us, and to selectively target the Blackest immigrant and Muslim community in this great state. President Trump has had a history of targeting Black people long before he ever ran for any office.
Yeah, Trump targeted black people. We all know that. But when y'all came here to this country, black people was like, oh, good, with more black people, come with us. And we tried to show you what it was like here. We tried to explain to you what was going on.
Little did you know that in the country they come from, in Somalia, their black people, their Bantus, their niggas are slaves too. The Somalians are the white people of their country. Little did you know, you were trying to explain black oppression to the white people of another country. Joke's on you. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Was like, oh, good, with more black people, come with us. And we tried to show you what it was like here. We tried to explain to you what was going on, and we were rejected. Like, let's not rewrite history. I know what happened. Y'all made your own communities. Y'all said you had your own culture, separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim blackness? You want to say that Trump already was targeting black people? Us? He wasn't targeting you then. You're not black, right? Like, it's just.
How do you get to come to America and take ownership, take a little piece of the racism game, when you literally enslave black people in your own country? Like, think about the mind fuck of it all. You enslave black people in your own country. To this day, I bet you right now in Somalia, there's a Bantu chained up in somebody's house who can't leave. But you come to America and, oh, these white people are mean to me. I could give a shit how these white people treat you.
Separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim blackness? You want to say that Trump already was targeting black people? Us? He wasn't targeting you then. You're not black, right? Like, it's a tether. That's a tether. That right there. If you ever wondered what a tether was, that.
It's a really weird move to make. And niggas didn't really catch the grift because, everybody thought Pan-Africa was a real place and shit. Shout out to True Hype with the 5-ball. Hood, are you acknowledging the benefits of snitches and, I dare say, Karens? Hell, maybe we should have banned the snowman. Young Jeezy reference. Like I said, bro, I've grown up a little bit. I had to live some life, travel the world, been on both sides of the gun, as they say. And yeah, if you want certain things, you have to have certain things already in place, B always comes after A. 2 always comes after 1. Certain things in life are just like that. And I accept that the Karen is an integral part of the suburban and upper middle class infrastructure. She has a place in the ecosystem. Now, don't get me wrong. No one is perfect. I'm not saying it is a perfect system, nor is it a perfect ecosystem, but I'm simply stating she has a place in the ecosystem. It might not thrive just the same without them. Simple function of life. More tether talk.
This is certainly not what the founding fathers of the American dream were thinking about when.
Literally doing the meme right now. You know the meme? Where's the funny-looking foreign brown guy? It's like the comedically funny-looking foreign brown guy. And he's saying, hello, sir, let me tell you about your great country. Like, what do you know about a founding father? Your daddy's a goddamn warlord. Your daddy's a literal warlord. And shout out to him, by the way. That shit does sound cool. But Your daddy's a goddamn warlord, all right? Don't sit here and try to tell me about a founding father. What did your father do? Let's talk about that. Warlord babies up here trying to tell me about my founding fathers.
This is certainly not what the founding fathers of the American dream were thinking about when they said, you know, that when they set out to write the Constitution. This is certainly not what the founding fathers.
Yeah, because the founding fathers totally wanted Somalia to come to Minnesota and take over. The founding fathers promised Minnesota to the Somalians 3,000 years ago.
What can you say? You know this man is bigoted. We know that he is hateful. We know he's xenophobic. We know he's Islamophobic. You know, you and I remember had a conversation when he called the African nations shitholes. He talked about Haitians eating cats and dogs. And you know, it's frankly hilarious in many ways, because I don't think he thinks, right? And you say read a book. I don't think he reads. I don't think he has the curiosity to know those things. And I laugh at the fact that he says, I complain about the Constitution. I'm not complaining about the Constitution. I'm complaining about you not following the Constitution. For the love of God. Like, you need to follow the Constitution. I'm a lawmaker. I'm your check and balance in the legislative branch. Like, I want you to follow the Constitution. And so, of course, he's been working really hard to deflect from the fact that he might have potentially committed war crimes. He's deflecting from the fact that he's pardoning narco traffickers and people who have terrorized their own.
I know the warlord baby's not trying to talk about war crimes. Hold up now. Hold up now. First of all, you came at the founding fathers, and that wasn't cool. Now you want to talk about war crimes. The warlord baby. Like her, and I'm not even joking, real shit. Her father is actually a part of the team. I guess they lost. That's why she's living here now. Because her daddy, he was a warlord, but he didn't warlord hard enough, and so her team lost, and so they had to come here. But her daddy was like a general or some shit in some type of Somali street fight. I don't know. Remember when Trump said it's barely a real country, they just kill each other? Like, her daddy was the top guy in that, basically.
Country, you know, he's deflecting from the fact that he hasn't addressed the economy. And he's deflecting from the fact that he has overseen a pedophile protection party.
You know what? I'm not even going to make any jokes about that one. I'm going to let that one go. That subject is a little bit it's too hot to handle. I'm not even going to joke about that. But you know, your community has completely different rules about ages and consent and all that kind of thing. Like, I'm just saying.
So far, we believe that the Somali fraud operation in Minnesota is the single greatest theft of taxpayer dollars through welfare fraud in American history. We believe that we have only scratched the very top of the surface of how deep this goes. And you're familiar with all the scams with pretending that children have autism who are not in fact autistic, with pretending to enroll people in food programs when in fact nobody was ever enrolled, and engaging in massive fraud, lying, and theft and grift on a scale we've never seen before in American history. The total bill, the total tab for this is going to be far beyond the numbers we've already seen reported. We believe the state government is fully complicit in this scheme, and we believe that what we are going to uncover is going to shock the American people. Look, based on the records that we already have, and this is a significant undercount, by the way, 75% of the Somali population in Minnesota is on welfare. But that's likely a significant undercount of just how much of a financial burden the Somali refugee population is imposing on this country.
I want to ask you about something else that the architect of the president's immigration policy, Stephen Miller, said. On Thanksgiving Day, he posted, "No magic transformation occurs when failed states cross borders. At scale, migrants and their descendants recreate the conditions and terrors of their broken homelands." What do you make of this argument of failure to assimilate and sort of ruining America? How do you understand this?
I mean, when I think about Stephen Miller and his white supremacist rhetoric, it reminds me, yes, it reminds me of the way the Nazis described Jewish people in Germany. And, you know, as we
look at how many teams she's trying to rally right now, trying to get the B's and the J's. Look at how many teams she's trying to rally right now. She wants the blacks. She wants the hats. She's probably going to bring up some gays in a minute. Like, she's trying to get the whole team.
Ruining America. How do you understand this?
I mean, when I think about Stephen Miller and his white supremacist rhetoric, it reminds me, yes, it reminds me of the way the Nazis described Jewish people in Germany. And, you know, as we know, there have been many immigrants who've tried to come to the United States who've turned back, one of them being Jewish immigrants. We know the way that people were described who were coming from Ireland, Irish immigrants. We know the way in which people were described back then when they were Italian immigrants. And to me, you know, we're yes, of course, ethnically Somali. We are in this country as Americans. Yeah. We are citizens. We are productive part of this nation, and we will continue to be.
Congresswoman Omar, thank you for your
To me, I know that those of us who are Somali in this country see ourselves as Americans. That's what our passport says. That's what our nationality is. And we know that we are protected by the 14th Amendment. We know that we're not going anywhere.
Bitch, that's my amendment. That's my goddamn amendment. And I do not consent. I did not consent to sharing my amendment with her and her clan. All right. I do not want to give my black cover to her clan. Bitch stole my amendment. They didn't write that shit for you. They wrote that for me. That is my goddamn amendment. She stole my fucking amendment.
To me, I know that those of us who are Somali in this country see ourselves as Americans. That's what our passport says. That's what our nationality is. And we know that we are protected by the 14th Amendment. We know that we're not going anywhere. And there is no way, I mean, he needs to just, I know he says he hasn't met me. Maybe he should spend 5 minutes with me, because then he would know that as Somalis, we are never intimidated, and, you know, we're never going to feel like our esteem or confidence is shaken by a bigoted fool, you know, making a mockery of the White House, of our nation, and of the presidency. To me,
You see this amendment stealing hijabi thief. Look at this. Look at this. She stole the amendment, and proudly too. And I'm with you, Truth Only. Get your hand off my amendment. That's not your amendment. That is not your amendment. Get your hand off my amendment. Shout out to the Majestic with the $2. What she know about Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa? She don't know nothing about this American black life. You a Star Wars nigga. You a Jawa coming over here trying to blend in. Sick of all of these international other people. I don't even like calling y'all blacks. I'm trying to break that habit of calling y'all blacks. Americans are blacks. Y'all can only be black in some other country. You can't come here and be black. This shit's taken.
It's not racist for you to want better for your country. It's racist because the only thing you're targeting is black and brown people. Because immigration is not a black and brown thing. But when we say immigration, thinking and talking about black and brown people in this country, you're not talking about anybody from Sweden who moved over. You're not talking about people from England who moved over. You're not talking about Americans who moved over there. It's a specific group of people that you're talking about, and that's why it's racist. It's not because obviously wanting better for your country.
So you gonna move to Ireland like last Wednesday and try to claim the black racism struggle that my niggas been building up for like 400 years, right? You see what I mean about these other people? You see what I mean? Like these niggas try to steal your shit and run it in a whole other, like, listen, we at least deserve PC. Now I understand. Now I do low-key understand that weird grievance of like, oh, so you just gonna take my shit and run with it? Like I don't get no credit, no respect, no nothing. Like I do kind of low-key get it. Because it is a weird type of vibe where it's like, oh, so you're gonna take the grievance that we had for 400 years and you're gonna try to run that shit over there on them? And then look at me like I didn't build this shit. Like we wasn't the first niggas to dunk the ball. Like we wasn't the first people to march on some shit. Like it really is crazy when you think about it. Like, yo, you really swagger jacking the whole concept of being an American black. You can't out-slime the slime, nigga. What you niggas doing? Like, this is why I'm starting to really, really get it. Like, bro, this shit is crazy when you think about it. You're like, you're not even in America. You in Ireland. And if you understand anything about world history, right? Like the Irish was low-key on the plantation next to niggas, bro. Like that's one of those unsung things people don't like to talk about because it messes up the victimhood narrative. But in the grand scheme of things, of all the white people in the world, the Irish were the only ones that were probably on the, like literally shooting with me in the gym. That is the weird irony of taking that shit to Ireland of all places. Like you really go to those people? Of all the white people, you're going to go to those people. Those are the white people that other white people start making slaves. Like those were the niggas of white people. And you're going to go there and be like, you niggas, oh, because the black Americans showed me how to run this hustle. Oh, I'm really starting to hate you niggas.
Brown people in this country. You're not talking about anybody from Sweden who moved over. You're not talking about people from England who moved over. You're not talking about Americans who moved over there. It's a specific group of people that you're talking about, and that's why it's racist. It's not because obviously wanting better for your country, wanting a safer country, wanting better policies for this country, wanting a better economic status for this country is not racist, right? But when you target only black and brown people to get there, that's when it's racist. And I think it's really hard to have those conversations when it's like people will bring out stats and they'll be like, oh, well, these kind of people have done this and these kind of people have done that. And it's
This is like a cosplay woke Keisha. It really, and it's crazy. It's like watching yourself from outside of yourself. You know what I mean? Because like, it's one thing when you see this type of thing in an American context with all the history and all the build up around it. Like, even though, like, you know, I don't agree with none of that goofy shit, but I get the how and the why of it all. This shit just doesn't make sense on any level. This is 100% cosplay.
It's like, objectively, people who do bad things should be persecuted for that thing. But when you only have energy when they're black and brown, that's when it becomes racist. And if you,
she looked like she's like from Ghana or Nigeria or something. I don't think she's Somali. I just threw that up there to kind of double down on the weird point of like foreigners kind of taking a piece of the racism game when historically, like, your ancestors sold my ancestors so you can come over to this country today and claim victim. Like, you really gonna look me in my face and tell me that's the way it's gonna be? That's the reality of like the Black American versus the African diaspora experience, right? Like, we are here for a reason. It wasn't like they just came and found niggas laying on the beach and shit. You know, niggas was just killing time on the beach. No. They bought me fair and square from you. And now you're going to come over here and look me in my face and be like, hey, bro, we victims together, right? This shit crazy, right? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck away from me with that shit, bro, I am not trying to hear you. I am not trying to hear you. Go home and hide in the bush, fuck nigga. I want to hear that shit.
Have you noticed this new pattern with racists? They found a way to turn their racism into a new source of income. Oh, I feel so proud of them. Because who would have thought this ingenuity could come from dumbass, racist, trailer trash, politically illiterate people? KKK Crystal is case in point.
I am racist. And you are a nigga.
That's the N-word.
And I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
After you call them the N-word.
You're talking about respect?
Oh.
Respect?
So KKK Crystal finds out real fast the consequences of her actions. She gets fired by Cinnabon for her racist rant at 2 Somali customers. Now, guess what her low IQ bottom feeder intelligence told her to do next? Go on, guess. Ooh, yes, you're right. Yeah, you guessed it. She said about me, give me money fund so I can be racist. Looking for over $109,000? Probably more money than she's seen in her entire racist adult life. And she's raised over $25,000? Racists unite! Let's take a look at some of her donors. A real racist here named himself George Floyd donated $500. $100 donor here is mad that any hardworking white woman has to deal with this shit skit. Now, KKK Crystal is no hardworking white woman. She's a grifter. She's a shameless racist who knew exactly what she was doing and probably had this all planned out, that she'll be racist, get fired, and then come be rewarded by bloody racists like this. And you know they are all emboldened by Donald Trump calling Somalis garbage. White power gives $5 off.
Shout out to white power. Anyway. I think I've made my point about this weird shoulder-to-shoulder kumbaya shit they trying to pull. Like we all in it together. No, we are not all in it together. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Not gonna fool me. We are not all in it together. You got your own team. I got mine. All right, my team be on some shit sometime, but you got to go to war with the army you got. That's just the way of life, man. That's just the way it is.
$40 to send them back to Somalia. $20 donor using the exact same language of Donald Trump in calling Somalis garbage. Because if the president of the United States can say it, then so can they. Listen up, we need to change the game here. Black and brown people. Retrospective.
You see, we need to change the game. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need to change a goddamn thing to help you. That's to get you. That's how they get you right there. That's exactly how they get you right there. We need to change the game. And you be over here on your nigga shit like, yeah, we need to change the game. Yeah. Next thing you know, everybody's wearing a hijab and you got to wash your feet to walk into the room. No. Me and old Charlie here, we gonna figure this shit out without you. How about that? Me and Charlie gonna figure this one out without you, all right? We might come to blows, goddammit, but we gonna figure this shit out without you, okay? We like our games. Yes, thank you. We like our games. Not changing the goddamn thing just to make you feel better. No. She can call it Somali whatever the hell she wants. That got nothing to do with me. You ain't even black. I don't even know why you talking to me about this shit.
$5 off. $40 to send them back to Somalia. $20 donor using the exact same language of Donald Trump in calling Somalis garbage. Because if the president of the United States can say it, then so can they. Listen up, we need to change the game here. Black and brown people. retrospectively and go.
Hey, you know what? You know what? That's a fair point, Mike. That's a fair point. Michael on the chat, he says, Charlie, you mean Jose? The whites are going to be a minority soon in this country. That's why we're working it out with Charlie, because, you know, Charlie's getting pushed into a corner, and I don't need Charlie lashing out me from his corner, all right? So we're going to work it out with Charlie, and Jose, you're just going to have to get in where you fit in. You know, a lot of Mexicans are whitish too. The Mexicans they're really not sweating. Believe me, the Latin community in America, they're really not sweating as much as the media would like you to believe. Like, I promise you, I'm out in the world every day. Dominicans and Cubans and everywhere. Listen, bro, they are not hiding. They're not terrified the way you think it is. They're going to figure it out too. They're going to figure it out too. But a lot of them niggas are just going to get up out of here. That's just the way it is. But these cosplay niggas over here, though, this is a whole other conversation.
Going forward, from now on, you need to sue the hell out of these racists when they set up fund me accounts for their racism. Sue them in civil court and get every single penny they raise in funds, because under no circumstances should they profit from being racist. Because what do you mean?
Yeah, yes, Chocolate. I really did kind of like get that moment in the movie. That was such a deep moment in the movie. It was a really heavy, symbolic moment. We asked, you know, what type of American are you? Like, oh, yeah, I'm a blood and soil American, sir. Thank you very much. That was a very incredibly deep moment, bro. And you know, I was thinking about this. There was a moment during the recent Pearl Fatigue Wars where she had asked somebody up. It was like on that fatty panel. Somebody had was talking about this whole black white thing or whatever, and one of the guys up there was a black guy, and he said that one of the things that black women are trying to do is to like goad black men into a type of racial conflict that we can't win so that they can just be alone with white men or whatever. And I think about that a lot.
This, as an
Aisha,
American,
let's talk about Kamala
makes
Harris.
me really concerned.
Let's talk about Kamala Harris.
As a black lesbian who Donald Trump doesn't believe has genes as good as his, is he going to attempt to exterminate me
why do you
when
believe
he
that,
gets
Aisha?
elected?
Why do you
Because
believe
he's
that?
damn near said it. That's why, David. That's why.
Because he's
okay, and I'm not
has he
going to be
said that, Aisha?
lectured by some white man who has no idea what he's talking about and is trying to rewrite history here.
Aisha,
I am
shame on
afraid,
you, Aisha.
as an American,
Aaron.
of a Donald Trump president.
Shame on you, Aisha. Shame on you, Aisha. All right. I firmly believe we could solve like a good 70% of the racial grievances in America if Keisha and Aisha would shut the hell up.
This, as an
Aisha,
American,
let's talk about Kamala
makes
Harris.
me really concerned.
Let's talk about Kamala Harris for
as a
short-term memory.
black lesbian who Donald Trump doesn't believe has genes as good as his, is he going to attempt to
Really?
exterminate me
Why do you
when he
believe that,
gets
Aisha?
elected?
Why do you
Because
believe
he's
that?
damn near said it. That's why, David. That's why.
Because he's
okay, and I'm not
has he
going to be
said that, Aisha?
lectured by some white man who has no idea what he's talking about and is trying to rewrite history here.
Aisha,
I
shame-
am
shame on
afraid,
you, Aisha.
as an American,
Aaron.
of a Donald Trump presidency and his actual quotes
Shame
are
on you,
why.
Aisha.
Because I take him seriously and I think that he believes what he says. And that is why he is a danger and a threat to America.
Shame on you, Aisha. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. You won't get me. You won't get me. This is why when these viral moments come out, like the Shiloh Hendricks thing that we started out with, I immediately get suspicious now because I just know how it's a game. I know it's a game. The whole thing is like a weird power game. And when this video popped up in my feed a couple of days ago, I didn't really know what to like do with it right away. So I kind of waited for more information. And eventually we got more information. So this was the initial video that went viral a couple of days ago. Hide your children, you know, hard R's will be dropped. We don't want to traumatize any little black kids that might be listening by happenstance. You know, please, listener beware. Listener beware. The magic word will be said multiple times in this short clip. I don't want anyone to sue me or anything. I don't want you guys to like blame me for your own trauma. All right. The owners of this show are not responsible for any trauma listeners experience from engaging with hard R's. Listener beware.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, talking about
Bye.
you talk about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you fucking look
Oh, and what was that move called? I forgot. That was like a wrestling move. That little hand thing she did on her legs right there. What was that? What wrestler was that move? Oh my God, DX style. What move? No, what wrestler was that? Said she had two-hander. Oh my God, she hit him with the suck hit. X-Pac, thank you. Thank you. X-Pac, there we go. There we go. Listen. She's a Democrat, BLM supporter. She's a full liberal white woman. I think she voted for Kamala. She has a brown baby, okay? I'm like 85% sure she rides the BBC.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
And
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruined your life, by the way.
Oh, talking about
Bye.
you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you
Suck
fucking look
it.
like.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking ugly bitch? Get the fuck out of my
Ugly?
face.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You
That's nigger.
Yo, amazing things are happening at the Cinnabon, y'all. I had no idea it goes down at the Cinnabon like this, man. Yeah, Michael, I'm kind of with you on that one. I wouldn't be shocked if the number was that high. Mike says 90% of racist white women rode or ride the BBC. It's not surprising. Yeah, I don't really want to argue with you on that one. I just think it's an irony of life. And I love irony. I really do. I really do. But now, to be fair, let me go down and show you the first 5 seconds that they dropped off of that clip. I don't know why that got released and went viral, but this part somehow didn't get released and go viral. Because I don't know that she just started dropping hard R's out of the blue. Like, I don't know if it was hard R day at the Cinnabon and these two innocent Somalis just happen to walk up. You know, I don't think that's what happened.
sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
So apparently, and I don't know if this lady has spoken out in her defense yet, but what the narrative, what the defensive narrative is appearing to be is that these two Somalis came up to this lady and was harassing her about not having a hijab on. Because, you know, that's what happens when they start to get in numbers. They start to press people individually. Like, oh, you're eating bacon? It's like, oh, you know it's Ramadan and you're eating your lunch in front of me? Like, oh, you know it's every day and you're outside with without a hijab on? Like, this is what literally happens when the numbers get to a tipping point.
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you?
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
Are you recording?
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you?
Sexualizing your body makes you a better person.
So that appears to be the majority of the context we can grab from this little situation. And of course, she gets fired by the Cinnabon. This is apparently a statement released by one of the Somalis that were at this event here, at this incident here. And now they're adding Cinnabon, I guess, on Instagram or whatever. Excuse me. This happened today, December 5th, 2025, in the Cinnabon and Bay Park Mall in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin. Y'all have strange names in the Midwest. Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin. My husband and I were out shopping and decided to stop at Cinnabon for a quick treat. As soon as we walked in, we could tell the atmosphere was not welcoming at all because of her facial expression and her attitude. I ordered the caramel pecan cinnamon roll, and when the lady was squeezing the caramel, she put a little bit, and then I asked her if she can put some more because it's not enough. The caramel appeared to be running low, and I asked, "Are you running low? Do you have any more?" Then she says she will warm it up a little because she doesn't want it to be hot and hurt herself. Then she said, "You could see me squeezing it through that witchcraft bandana you're wearing on the top of your head," basically referring to my hijab. And that's when I pulled out my phone and started recording. You can clearly see the type of person this Karen is. I am traumatized and afraid to be outside now. The racism is getting out of hand nowadays. Oh my God, this poor traumatized hijab wearing Somali lady. Oh my goodness. What happened? What is happening in America, people? What is even happening in America? Coon says, question, can you open carry in Minnesota? Here in Texas, you can, of course. I never heard of any hijab people trying to press people one-on-one about stuff. Maybe the two are connected. I don't think they have open carry in Minnesota, but I am not sure. But I know Minnesota is a weirdly deeply blue state, and deeply blue states don't tend to open carry. And so now she has her GoFundMe set up.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot for real.
Another woman
You are an idiot.
getting big bucks off the hard R. She stood on her racism. And now she's fired from Cinnabon. And I don't know if I'm going to be eating any Cinnabons lately. You know, this has to be a really bad spot for Cinnabon to be in as a company, as a corporate interest. Because you don't want to be on either side of the scandal, technically. But at the same time, okay, you have this problem where you have a horrible employee interaction with a customer, right? Because no matter how you slice it, that is an objective definition of it. It is a horrible employee interaction with a customer. Because you know how they tell you, right? The customer's always right. Now, by policy, you're going to fire the employee, especially when it's something viral like that, right? However, if the customer is ethnically and religiously and quote sexually harassing your employee, does your employee now have some grounds to sue you for some type of wrongful termination? It creates a really bad situation for Cinnabon. And either way, I predict their stock to go down because, you know, I wouldn't want to eat at Cinnabon right now anyway. It just feels weird. It just feels weird. I'm going to go buy me an Auntie Annie pretzel. I feel like Auntie Annie wouldn't do a bitch like that. I don't know. She hasn't got caught out there yet. But I'm just saying Auntie Annie didn't do a bitch like that yet. And maybe there's something to it. Maybe Auntie Annie's a real ass bitch.
It's official. ICE raids are underway here in Minneapolis after the president has been using racist and xenophobic language towards the Somali American community here all week.
We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. When they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
We're here at the city's largest Somali mall, and on any given day, it would typically be bustling with people. Absolutely.
Damn, True Hype, you said Auntie Annie's the Mormon thing? I didn't even know that. Said Hood supports the Mormon community by getting them pretzels. I didn't even know Auntie Annie was a Mormon thing. I mean, the Mormons are a weird bunch to themselves, but, you know, I'm not really picking on the Mormons at this point. I mean, you know, that's a whole other ball of wax to go. The Mormon rabbit hole is deep and furry, bro. Oh my God, it's crazy down there.
Absolutely packed. But because ICE was spotted here circling the block of this mall, right now, it's looking like a ghost town. I sat down with the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, to learn how he's working to keep his Somali constituents safe during this uncertain time.
Almost all of the Somalis that are in Minneapolis are not just here legally, they're Americans. We're talking about American citizens. If we are now at the point where the federal government is deploying agents on legal American citizens with a goal of uprooting people that have formed lives here, have families here, started businesses here, definitively made Minneapolis a better place, everybody should be speaking out.
And as ICE terrorizes the Somali population here on the ground, it's reminding some members of the diaspora of the country that they fled from.
We came from a dictatorship, and we feel like we live in a dictatorship land right now, which is unacceptable. We're American like everyone else.
You said you came from a dictatorship, now it feels like you're living in a dictatorship. What about life right now in Minneapolis reminds you of your experience in Somalia?
Fear. It's basically it, fear.
And President Trump's rhetoric is sparking difficult conversations for Somali American parents back home.
You know, when my daughters look at the TV and their president, someone that they high rank in the top of the country, calling them garbage, is unacceptable.
Shout out to FKC. Oh, the Coon of Coons in the chat with the $5. He says, need a level of darkness tier list. Where would Somalians rank on the tier list? Are they S tier? I hadn't even contemplated such an assortment. I really wouldn't even know how to approach that, FKC. That's a hell of a question there, isn't it? The only way I know how to answer that question is with this.
And I said it from the start, this is advanced darkness. This is heart of darkness. This is the jungle drum. This is the fertility goddess of chaos. They're literally going to eat your balls. They're going to cut your fucking nuts off and eat them.
Whoa, what? They're gonna what? Yeah. I would really have to get deep into studying different conflicts in different corners of the darkest continent to try to come up with a type of darkness tier list, because I don't even know how I would even approach that. Like, would it be top tier darkness or bottom level darkness, like the darkest of dark? Like, how do you even approach such a concept, right? But thank you, SKC, for supporting the show. I appreciate that, and you struck a match in my mind. I got to tell you, how would you even create a darkness tier for all of the diaspora? Lord. Appreciate y'all's support. Thank you for supporting the show, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep this one monetized at all, so I'm not even going to try that hard. We're going to talk about some harsh things just now. Somebody pulled up a clip, a long segment. I guess this is a, I don't know, some other platform, but, you know, it's good to hear the natives talk candidly when they feel as though no one else is listening.
5 years ago, what? What the fuck?
Or
I
Somalians,
never
they're
met
not
a
smelly
Let's be honest. They don't even come on.
We smell way better. We make the best
people that even wash their boo boo. They don't wash the doo doo off their butts. That's why they have UTI and all that because they don't wash their behind. We wash our behind. I hear you. They literally said
okay, one mic at a time. One mic. One mic.
Can I say something? I'm a healthcare worker, and I've been telling people the reason you guys keep getting UTI is you need to wash your hoo-ha. Like, come on now.
Okay, I want this topic to be good because I want people to come. So my question is to you, whoever is in here and whoever is sitting in here. What is so big deal about hating Somalian community when every other community did the dirt, the same bullshit any other community does? Why is Somalia the biggest charge? So one at a time, please. Go ahead.
Anyways,
Because
I think they hate us. I'm gonna say because they're definitely jealous of us.
Hold on, let me. Sorry, I'm gonna add this to it. I want this to be, first of all, I want this to be a piece, talk, and we just want to educate some of these ignorant people that don't know what Somalia is and where the Somalian stands for. So anybody who got a question about Somalia or why Somalia this, why, instead of going around and assuming and thinking, come to my live, ask questions, and we are happy to answer. So my question is, do we as Somalians think we're better than any other Black? I don't think I do. But anybody who else, go ahead now. You can talk. I won't interrupt. Go for it.
Can I speak first? I think we are because I'm Kadina Lenahead. And then we're coming from, they don't know where the fuck they came from. And then,
whoa. You see, whoever the host of this live is, she tried to tame it down. She tried to be like, listen, I'm not trying to be like, well, we're better than them, Let's not do all of this, let's be good. Let's be nice, everybody. And the first girl came in, nah, fuck that. Tired of these niggas, son. I got fatigue too, son. Oh, Lord. I love when people stop being fake and start being real.
Better than any other Black. I'm happy to answer. So my question is, do we as Somalians think we're better than any other Black? I don't think I do. But anybody who else, go ahead now. You can talk. I won't interrupt. Go for it.
Can I speak first? I think we are because I'm Kadina Lenahead. And then we're coming from, they don't know where the fuck they came from. And then, bro. Indeed,
English. Let's all keep it English, please.
Why wouldn't you be jealous? Because you don't know where the fuck you came from.
See, that was your first mistake. You was better off talking this shit in your Sand People language. You should have kept it in Sand People. If you would have kept speaking Jawa, nobody would have been able to pass this clip around. And this is a long clip. This is a very long clip. I don't even know what's going to be said here. It was too long to preview. You should have kept speaking Jawa. That's your fault.
On some real nigga shit. Like, if you're going to call space.
On some real nigga shit. Oh, stop. Not this Jawa bitch talking some real nigga shit.
Bro. Indeed,
English. Let's all keep it English, please.
Why wouldn't you be jealous? Because you don't know where the fuck you came from in the fucking first place. On some real nigga shit. Like, if you're gonna call a spade, we're gonna call a spade a fucking spade, bro. On some real nigga shit, you never know where you came from, and then you're jealous of us. You're fucking jealous of us because from the get-go, I went to high school, went to middle school, and then they never thought we're a part of them. And then they called us an African booty scratcher. Just because they're kind of Lenahead, bro.
No, they
now remember, this is why it pays to do these things in depth and in a type of sequence too. Because you guys remember, I showed you a lot of the video yesterday, well, the other day rather. They literally are the white people of their slave country, all right? They have Bantu Africans, Black people in their country. They call them Abids, and they have an entire slave class and a slave culture in their country. But You get over here and it's like these black people, they don't even identify with us. Real nigga shit.
Think we're mixed. They think that we are more than.
And we're not black, but we are black.
Ah!
We're not
let's not more than.
And we're not black, but we are black.
No, they think we're mixed. They think that we are more than.
And we're not black, but we are black.
No, you are a dark-skinned Somalian Arab, okay? That is what we have come to learn. Your true identity. You shape-shifting Jawa bitch. You are a dark-skinned Somalian Arab.
They think we're not black.
Let's stop claiming. Let's stop claiming black. Let's stop claiming black because they don't want us claiming black. No, we're not claiming nothing. We're not going to claim that.
This police is not going to differentiate us. I'm raising black boys.
We don't care. It doesn't matter. The fact that they don't, they think that we're kissing their footos. They think we're kissing their ass. We're not black.
They thought that. Anyways, but long story short, you can't let's call the truth the truth. When we're outside and imagine police is not gonna differentiate us. We're black our damn self.
You know what's so funny about Vince? And shout out to Vince. I wonder if he ever would pop up during one of these anti-Somali streams. You know the funny thing about the boy, our friend Vince, because Vince is cool. I don't really got no beef with Vince. We just be fucking with each other. But Vince don't claim these niggas either, bro. I asked Vince about that shit weeks ago, bro. I asked him directly about this shit weeks ago. He was like, yeah, you need to do something about them niggas, bro. I was like, see, this is why there's no Pan-Africanism. Even in Africa, there's no Pan-African. Vince is like, no, I'm not a Somali. I'm a Somali lander, so I don't fuck with those niggas over there.
So the only difference between me and you is, bro, I have a duckling. I got a culture and I have a religion that I fucking respect. Bro, you don't know where the fuck you came from. You can barely wash your ass.
Yeah, listen, low key, I'm gonna add on to that. I think a big portion of these guys are mad because they don't have access to Somali or foreigner women. I think that's a big deal for them, you know? Oh, how much time do you see them fetishizing, saying, oh, you
SKC, eat, sleep, fight, bust, y'all. Eat, sleep, fight, bust, bro. You can't get away with it. You can't get away from it. It's everywhere, bro.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
Listen, low key, I'm gonna add on to that. I think a big portion of these guys are mad because they don't have access to Somali or foreigner women. I think that's a big deal for them, you know? Oh, how much time do you see them fetishizing, saying, oh, you Somali women, oh, they're so beautiful, blah, 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 but they don't date us. There's a reason why we don't date you guys.
Listen, I'm going to keep it all the way 100,000. Matter of fact, we'll just put $1 million on it. I'm going to keep it all. I'm going to keep it $1 million, bro. Dudes don't be really after Somali women like that. Of all the Muslim types out there, or in America rather, there's a reason why the Arabs don't let their women out. All right, that's who dudes really want. Dudes be trying to crack an Arab woman. Ain't nobody really out here trying to crack a Somali like that. It's not really all that special in terms of what we go after in America, right? Trying to crack one of them Arab chicks that they don't never let out the house though. That shit it's like an achievement. Like you gotta like do a couple of side missions to even unlock that quest, bro.
You know? And secondly, like I said before, they're still mad about a couple online trolls from Clubhouse days. Like, come on, bro, like grow up. You're a couple keyboard strokes are gonna hurt your feelings that bad? Come on. FBS, they don't like any African. They don't like the Nigerians. They don't like the
Realize at the same time,
She said they don't like Indian Africans. FBA gang. You notice this whole live is like against FBA, right? They're mad at the foundational Black American movement as a thing. She like they don't like any of the Africans. Yes, that is what it is to be a Black American. Okay, we're not. Y'all not like us.
Come on, bro. Like, grow up. You're a couple keyboard strokes are gonna hurt your feelings that bad. Come on. FBS. They don't like any African. They don't like the Nigerians. They don't like the
Realize at the same time, like we're not better. Like we kind of are better than them, but at the same time, it's like, bro, they were trying to fit in all the time. That's why they're. I don't go high school. They were literally jealous.
And you know, Freeman, and this is the thing. This is why I will talk positively about FBA in general. While I don't really care for everything underneath the surface of it, in my opinion, it's like baby steps toward a type of new Black American nationalism, not some type of Black nationalism to some imaginary Black nation that doesn't exist. They got to work out a lot of the other bullshit underneath, but I like the overall concept of it. Like it's an American Black nationalism, and it's an attempt to draw a line around it. But you know, you guys gotta work out a lot of the goofiness under it. You know, you got to get over some shit. Grow up, bro. We got to fight this fight, not that fight from back then. We got new wars over the mountain that we got to fight. You know.
Yeah, and this is coming from you had the American experience. I didn't. I wasn't.
Had the American experience, and then the American experience was fucked up, Delchana, because I didn't like Mudo on the head, but they were calling me African booty scratcher, and I at one point I wasn't Black just because I speak a fucking different language.
Bro,
New people speak. Let's let new people speak, okay?
Yeah. Hello, how's I doing?
Hi, sure.
Welcome, Weddy. Weddy, where are you from? Are you not Somali?
I'm Nigerian.
Keep going, Asha.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey, what do you? Okay, go. Give us what your.
Damn, this is like a whole We Are the World of non-FBAs up here.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Yeah, I just want to say to them that they see African people as less.
Is that how we go on the ABF? Is ABF the African Black family? What does ABF stand for? Foundational Black Americans versus what? The African Booty Scratcher Foundation? What does the ABF mean? What is ABF, SKC? I need you to break that one down. Because I need two easy terms to throw around. All right. I need two easy terms to throw around. What is ABS? All right. The African Black Federation, like what are we doing here? What are we doing?
They see, especially West African, the names, I'm not going to say the B and the Scatcha, it was especially for West African.
It was.
At the same time, they call us this and they call us that. They claim Egypt and they claim the Moors, which is funny to me. You don't want to be African.
That makes sense.
You don't want to be African. At the same time, you want to be Egyptian. And you want to be Moorish, which is North African, and you want to be Egypt, which is East African. So this is very confusing, and you have a lot of hate.
Confused people
for African people. Yes.
Sorry to cut you off. The new wave they're claiming is that they're indigenous to the Americas. They're saying that they were there before Columbus.
And this is why I'm like, you know, under the surface, I can't go with you niggas. You know what I mean? You got a lot of stuff to work out. All that indigenous. Shout out to the indigenous. You niggas crack me up, all these indigenous.
Once that came on the boat are no longer, they did not come on a boat.
They claimed the original Egypt was in the Americas, and the ones that we have today is a copycat. I have this lady was talking about it, and she had over 80,000 likes on the video, and she was saying that the original Egypt was not in Africa. So how could you have this much hate for African people, and you also at the same time you want to be white, you want to kiss the American behind,
and then the same American that enslaved you. The fuck?
And if a Somali or a Nigerian come to this country, make money, invest,
and
why can't you do it?
Who took over the population?
Why can't you do it as somebody who was born in this country with more privilege? Everyone knows here that an immigrant that can't have access to EBT, they can't have access to welfare, they can't have access to housing assistance. You need to be a citizen to have that. And it sometimes take you 10 years just living off your
The
paycheck to paycheck.
lies,
At the same time, you create things,
the
you do stuff in
lies
this
they
country.
tell.
And I was an immigrant. I am an immigrant myself. And a lot of people here know the experience. Like they say and lie. They say that you, as an immigrant, you come and have everything given to you. That's a lie.
Right. I mean, did they
No
pay for
immigrants
race?
more.
Let him
Yes,
land. I
yes,
really
of
like
course.
you
Sorry.
speaking about. Please talk about it because I was
It's a
telling them
reality.
not all of us who came to United States had a spoon in our mouth. We had to work our butt off. Some of us couldn't get no benefit until a year or 2 years later. You know.
Even
So-
5 years. You
Yeah.
can't
So
if you're
please
not a U.S.
explain it.
citizen.
Thank you. Yeah. Keep talking, Walalo. You got
Yes,
2.5
madam.
minutes.
I'm sorry to cut off the ladies.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
As an immigrant, you don't have access to any benefits that the government give you. You don't have access to generational welfare, which a lot of people have. And I'm not talking of jealousy. I'm jealous of successful people, not people who lash off the government, who take from the people that need the most. And every immigrant that came to the U.S. or Canada, the least amount of hours they work every single day is 12 hours, 84 hours a week. There's no weekends for immigrant people. Everyone knows that. So every success you had in your life, every company you owned, every nice car you drove, it's something that you worked hard for. That's something that you basically, you did. Nobody gave you anything. And on average, if you come on a green card, if you come, let's say you come, let's say, what is it called? The lottery. You're gonna wait 5 years to become a U.S. citizen. During those 5 years, you need a place to live. You gotta pay for that. You have family at Africa or any continent that you came from. So you're providing for 2 families plus yourself. This is a reality. Every propaganda that they push that people are stealing, nobody can steal anything in this country. There's a million cameras. The IRS is coming for you. Can't steal anything.
The lies and top of lie. Oh wow! So it must be hard for you, huh? You regretting being here? You should go home where it's easier.
And if 75 people, 2 people, 10 people steal from the Somali community, we can't say all Somali community did this the same way. There's no way. You got to ask people. You can't just go to, and it's just sad. I feel bad for African people who went outside and protested the BLM. I myself, I did the same thing.
Okay, let me say one or two.
The same thing. I regret it now.
First of all, do not cut him. Let him land. Please,
I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna land. I'm sorry. I was outside in
hold
DC.
on. I want you, but you stay here because I really like the part that
Thank you,
brought in
thank you,
here.
guys. Thank you for the time.
I just want you to finish it before anybody else speaks.
Yes,
Please.
yes. I was in
Go ahead.
DC. I had the signs. I protested. I thought the same hate was from me. I thought these people, if I can connect with, although I have the same phenotype, the same skin color with most of them, I felt that the connection is happening. But I always going to be different because of my accent, because where I come from, and because of my immigration status. So you got to live with that, and you got to accept that, and just move on in your life. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Olalo. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And please, guys, before you say something, please, guys, let's stay on the topic. I don't want nobody switching the topic. Yasmin and the other girl, you guys have mod. Anybody who change the topic or is not speaking, if there's people who wants to come up here and speak up, please bring them up. Anybody who wants their opinion, you can drop them. Because this is all about fighting for our rights and fighting and speaking for who we are, where we come from. Because nobody's going to tell us who we are except ourselves.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Sherry, the topic is why is the FBA instead of they're basically their energy they're giving, it shouldn't be directed to us, right? We're not their enemies. We're not a threat to them. We're not the YT man. So what's your thoughts on them making opening panels the last couple of days?
Black people, African American people, or everyone?
The African American. Well, they call themselves Black American.
Okay, African American. They never.
They don't like calling themselves African American. They always call themselves Black American. So let's say Black American.
Whatever.
Ain't no Africa in America. I've been up and down. It really ain't no Africa in America. There's like a town, might be one town called Little Africa. And that's just a little cute name. But they ain't no Africa in America, baby. That's just what we are.
whatever they say, Black American, they don't like at all anyone who coming from Africa. Even the girls that they date with them from Africa, they kill them, they mess them, they give them drugs, they do their life.
Damn. Damn. Oh, God. The slander. Damn, son. You talk about black people in America like we Muslims in France, bro. Hold up, bro. I don't know if I appreciate all of that. That was a lot you just put on niggas' shoulders right there. That was a lot of charges you just threw out there, bro. Hold on now. Hold on now. Wait a minute now.
That they date with them from Africa, they kill them, they mess them, they give them drugs, they do their life.
Unalive, please not use
Destroy.
that word. Unalive, please.
They make them unalive. So I want you guys.
We make them unalive. They dead to African girls and they make them unalive. These American men. The American men, they did these African girls. They make them unalive.
You know right now where they stand. From now on, tell you guys each other, don't give any pleasure or anything. Do your own community. Like I remember George Floyd, we stand the front line. We thought that we are same boat.
You was on the front line? Damn, son, that's crazy. You was on the front line for Floyd. Y'all was twerking too. I don't remember seeing a lot of like tribal displays out there. Y'all was blending in. You had on your Jordans and your hoodies and shit. Y'all was on the front line. That's crazy. I mean, it was in Minnesota. Y'all heavy in Minnesota apparently.
But now they showing us they are the biggest enemy of us.
Right.
So from now on, watch out, guys.
Like I said, I'm a reformed BLM hell.
From now on, watch out, guys. The FBAs, they are coming. The FBAs, they are coming. George Floyd movement is over. The FBAs, they are coming now.
Take control. Take control of your city.
I'm so glad I didn't go front lines. I was just like kind of cheering, on the social media. But for the Somalis that went out and actually wasted their steps, their 10K steps, I feel bad. All that work for nothing, wallahi. Anyways, I think it was
Like me, for example, like me.
All that working for nothing. Damn. We can't be friends. No. Damn, you thought we was friends after that? That's terrible. That's crazy. You thought we was friends, bro. I feel bad for you.
It was walking day and night. I'm still fighting for my rights and teaching my people their rights and all that. And I feel like, and at the end of the day, we're not saying all of them are bad. Okay, let's just clear that up. Because some people are saying why them. We're not saying all of them bad.
You know what's so funny? That's crazy when you think about it. Red Illusion, like we basically revolutionized the entire country of Somalia with stolen Minnesota money, right? Not to mention other smaller dollars that came from all over the East Coast or wherever the Somalians are. Don't think that, this is the only place where they was able to scam. They run shit wherever they can get it. It's just that they found a giant hub in Minnesota, right? But with $2 billion stolen over a course of years, bro, we have basically brought Somalia as close to the modernity as they could imagine. And I think you niggas need to shut the fuck up. This is the price of stealing $2 billion, bro. People gonna talk shit about your team. Like billions of dollars, bro, that's just a lot of money. If I was you, I would just keep my head down, count my money, and keep an eye over my shoulder, because you never know. The FBAs are coming. Trump is coming.
The ones who are opening TikTok live and bashing Somalis and laughing and sitting there like it's okay to do that. No, it's not. We're not bashing y'all. We're just saying what the facts is.
Right. Clean up. There is a few FBA that are like, okay, guys, this is not our enemy. But that's very. It's mostly the ones that are speaking up there that are against Somalis. I'm seeing that. There's a little small, minute group that are with Somalis. But anyways, Mohammed, I think he's next. Is he there? Mohammed with the Irish flag.
He wanted to say something.
Muhammad with the Irish flag.
Yeah, whether you want to say something, please speak up.
Oh yes. I just wanted to
speak to me, Muhammad.
To mention like some misinformation about it. Most African people come here legally, either on a visa, a student visa, either on the lottery, which a lot of thousands of African come, hundreds of thousands come every single year.
Not only African though, everybody else.
Yes, but mostly most of African people come legally. So the propaganda, the misinformation, and to be specific, because the focus now is on the Somali community. Most Somali community are legalized, because if you come on an asylum refugee, it's easy to be a citizen because your claim is valid. Your claim is, within the most of the court, they will approve that. The citizenship is going to come normal. And I think 56% were born in the U.S. and the other 45%, like 90% of them are citizens. So the whole propaganda is very easy to debunk, and no one can take away your citizenship unless it's something very bad that you did, and we're not going to talk about that here. So the propaganda, the misinformation is up to you guys to clarify for people. And you also got to face it. You got to go outside, you got to march, you got to speak up, and just be honest to people. Like we're not just saying that because we're just responding to the hate that people face, And if African people think they're not the next one in line, they're confused. If West Africans think they're safe, look what's gonna happen when they're done with the East African community. They're gonna come for you. Doesn't matter if you're Senegalese, if you're Nigerian, on that list,
Yeah, so now there's the Supreme Court is trying to take birthright citizenship, right? By spring, they're going to see. So they're like, oh, well, even the ones that are born here aren't safe. Okay. Most of American citizens, they're second generation, first generation, right? Their parents. So what is that going to be for the other immigrants? It's not only Somalis. I don't get it. Anyways, Wendy, are you from Nigeria or Niger?
From the Hausa people of Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes.
Point you made of the fact that you can't even get assistance from the government if you did not come here legally that easily. You can't even get housing that easily if you did not come here legally, and you gotta wait 5 years to even become citizen.
People actually think that. I was surprised how many people don't actually look up stuff. They just hear misinformation. I'll be like, okay, let's blame these people because they came from a different country. Most African people that come to the US, they already come with 3 language skills that they have. And it's easy to learn. Yeah.
It's not easy for us to come here.
It's not easy. People always think it's very easy that you get a
the first wave of Somalis is kind of with Flight 13, right? The refugees that you had a civil war going on. It was easier to get into America and Canada then. But nowadays, yes, you have to have. It's not easy to get into North America. It's not, or Europe.
Guys, double tap, share the live. Continue. Double tap and share the live, guys. Yeah. So basically, for me, I'm not hurt. I'm not angry because somebody wrote that we're angry or whatever. We're not angry. We're just sick and tired of lies. And people putting lies about that and acting like they know us better than we know ourselves.
Hey, shout out to the Kuna Coons with the $2 super chat. What's your favorite Somalian dish? That's a great question. Everybody in the chat, what's your favorite Somalian dish? I don't have any. I don't have any favorite African dish. You know what? True story. My pops, I got a brother who's like Ghanaian or half Ghanaian or whatever. Because my pops married a chick from Ghana a long time ago, so she was my stepmom, right? And I remember I was like living there. I was living with my pops for a while, for like a year, and I don't think she ever cooked me any African food. Like she would make some stuff for her and the kids because they like all grew up around that stuff, so they would eat it. But she never tried to like make me eat it, never served it like for dinner or whatever, never tried to force any of it on me. I really liked her. She was a good lady. She was good. But yeah, I don't have any African dishes. No, not a one. She did make this one dish with spinach and chicken. That was good. It was like little party wings and some type of spinach and some, I don't know what she put in it, but it was good. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not, it's nothing I've ever, yeah. Warlord oatmeal, bro. Yeah. Warlord oatmeal sounds like a dish that you get at like a hipster joint somewhere in Brooklyn and Williamsburg or something like that. Some really fancy restaurant where the young white gays go eat at. Romello with the 5-ball, he says, all countries are pulling back on immigration policies, not just America. I don't know if all countries are pulling back, but some countries have been like if you look at Poland has like taken maybe like one guy in the last 10 years. Like they're just not doing really much immigration. I know Sweden has gotten to the point where like they have to pull back just for like survival. But I don't know if anybody is really like just on some remigration. They are like theoretically lowering the numbers. But here's the problem. With a lot of these other European countries, it's not like they were having an organized immigration thing where you show up and you get a name and a number and all that. People are just coming in by boats. And so a lot of it just goes unrecorded technically. And so it's hard to know just how much of a pullback that really amounts to, you know what I mean? But the people of countries, oh yeah, a lot of the just individual citizens of the countries are pissed. Like, you know, I love what's going on in Ireland. Like they're the only place I know so far that torched a couple of like refugee housing centers or whatever. Like you're not going to build a barracks in my little town. And then not only that, they're destroying like ancient territory, like what they call fairy forts, you know, those type of places where normally it'd be protected as a historical site. Like imagine destroying a little piece of land that was like known for 1,000 years as a place where the fairies live, and you bulldoze it to build a barracks to house a bunch of foreigners, bro. Burn it down, burn it all down. I get it. I totally get it.
Someone in the comments.
Go ahead.
Someone's trying to say that we shouldn't say anything or mouths get us into trouble. We're just responding. We were quiet.
We're not disrespecting anybody. We're just speaking upon what's going on, how all of y'all feeding into all these lies about a community that you don't know nothing about, a community that you don't want to learn anything about. We are one community. It don't matter if we have clans or whatever. At the end of the day, when the outsider bites, we all come together. We put that shit aside. We are all Muslim at the end of the day. We all fight for one another. But the reason I open my life.
See, think about that, right? They have two overarching allegiances that no matter how nice they want to play, no matter how friendly you chit chat with your Uber driver, no matter how much you get along with your foreign coworker who always eats weird, smelly shit, they have a national cultural allegiance and a religious allegiance that puts them at odds with what you are and what it is to be an American. And you can never, ever shake that. It is fundamental to who and what they are and who and what you are. And two fundamental realities cannot coexist. One has to overpower the other. Two identities cannot exist in the same place at the same time. One always overpowers the other.
I'm just tired of seeing all these live of Black Americans bashing Africans, telling us booty scratchers, go back there, but y'all love our food. Calling us, we're taking your money and we're taking your resources. Who stopped you from the beginning? Did we? Before we got here.
They had a 400-year start, and you're still gonna complain about the.
Yeah, they were like, oh, they drive nice cars, they have nice house. Yeah, it's called working your ass off.
I'd be jealous too if I knew that
It's called stealing.
For a few decades.
It's called stealing, pirating, thieving, scamming, hustling, Nigerian prince cosplaying. The nerve of y'all come over here and act like we didn't just catch $1 billion under your mattress. Stop that shit.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn now. All right.
And we should actually try to get some of that money back. Honestly, we need to start taxing you niggas, tell you the truth.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
$2 billion is a lot of money. Like you gotta call some of that. You owe PC. You gotta give some of that back to the block. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell you hustle $2 billion off this block and you don't cough up nothing. Bro, that's not even gangster, bro. Nah. See, wars get fought over stuff like this. This ain't even personal now. This is about business and territory.
And they're already ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, it boils down to jealousy. I think,
but it's not only Somalians who did it. Why can't they get mad at the Arab community? Why can't they get mad at the Asian community? Why can't they get mad at the Jamaican community? Why can't they get mad at the Western African or the other East African community? Why only Somalians?
Asian food and Jamaican food tastes better than your food. And we like their women better than your women. I mean, I could go on, but let's just keep it at those two friendly things, right? I could go on, though.
Because we're not the only one who did this. Every community that came here, every African that came here from east, west, north, south, they took the opportunity that they got.
Let's say we are scamming the government, hypothetically, all right? Who's sitting in the government mostly? Who is it? The white tea man? Who is there?
Unbound people.
They should be cheering for us if we're hypothetically scammed.
White tea.
And the next people after the white tea are the black people.
Cheer.
Right. You heard that. We're number 2, bitch. All right. We're number 2. And I listen, you know how much blood we had to put in this shit to be number fucking 2? And you want to come over here and act like you're not stealing from me? Oh, we're only stealing from the white people. No, those are my dollars too. That's my money too. That's my blood too.
Unbound people.
They should be cheering for us if we're hypothetically scammed.
White tea.
And the next people after the white tea are the black people.
Cheer.
White tea.
And the next people after the white tea are the black people.
Right. Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Did a lot. And the simple fact is, no matter how you cut it, you want this number 2 spot. This number 2 spot is fabulous. You don't even know. You know, I got up this morning and I walked 2 feet and took a piss and flushed the water. And I got back in the bed and went right back. You know how many people in your country can't do that shit? You know, and that was just before breakfast, right? That was before I even started my day. You understand how magical my life is compared to yours? Overall, where you come from versus where I come from? Do you know what? Do you understand the blood and sweat that people before me? There is an unbroken chain of people before me that paves the way for me to be here, just so I don't have to be like where you came from. And you desperately want to do, this is what they mean by destiny swapping. That is, and you know, when I first came across the word, I thought it was cute, but the more I think about it, it's really a deep concept when you think of the historical reality, because, you know, they want you to focus on the white man and slavery and, you know, the white man made you slaves. Like, no, we were already slaves when the white man bought me from your black ass, right? So let's not be all sensitive about the white people. They didn't start this chain. They were a link halfway through the chain. You were holding the beginning of the chain the whole time, though, right? The first link in slavery starts with you, nigga. And now you want to come over here and be like, oh, oh, it's nice here. I like what you guys done with this place. No, it's cool. It's cool. We did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle, bro. Go make your house great again. This #2 spot is dope as fuck. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
Man, who is their
Unbound
enemy?
people.
They should be cheering for us if it's if we're hypothetically scammed.
YT,
And the
guys.
next people, the next
YT.
people after the YT are the black people.
Cheer, my guy.
Let's give the new people to speak. Go ahead. Someone wants to speak. Go ahead.
God of illusion. That's that Somalian technology they're using right there. That's all it boils down to, is just a bunch of African technology. I'm not going for it. This is why I'm up here explaining the game. You gotta explain away the game. That's how the game loses its magic. Once you explain the magic, it don't look magical anymore. Cosplay Keisha is not magical anymore. Shout out to True Hype with the $2. It's my money and I want it now. Bro, $2 billion is a lot of money. Y'all ain't cut none of these niggas in on your $2 billion scam, did you? How many black Americans, right? Not none of you foreigners. You know, how many black people in America, in Minnesota, in your little Somalian enclave, how many black people did you cut in on your $1 billion scam? No, look, since we're in it together, since we're supposed to be all proud, look, I stole this money from the YT people, right? Well, did you give me any? Did you give me any? No, I didn't get a dime of that money. I didn't get a goddamn dollar of that money, and somehow that makes us cool. You know what this should just remind me of? Holy shit. This just, I'm sorry. Let me take a moment to be YouTube petty. Let me take a moment to be YouTube petty, because this is some weird shit. This is somebody who listens. He be on panels in the Chitlin circuit, right? This dude kills, right? So I'm up on Drips the other day, and Kills get on a panel. This nigga start cursing me out, bro. Oh, you a bitch, you this, you that, da-da-da-da, you weak ass nigga, you ain't no hood nigga. Like, he was coming at me crazy and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What you mad at? What I do to you? So apparently the nigga say I owed him a wrench because he put $20 up and I owed him a wrench, right? So, mind you, the nigga is going crazy and shit like that. And I'm not really trying to go there with you, but I still asking, like, I'm trying to figure out what the core of the problem is. Like on some customer complaint type shit. Like, excuse me, sir, could you just calmly tell me what your problem is, and we can surely get to a solution here that both parties can be happy to resolve. Like I'm trying to figure out, I'm getting in customer service mode or whatever, right? But so anyway, the nigga was just being goofy and he kept doing too much. So the nigga dropped him, right? So I'm wondering, like, why this nigga mad? Because I heard him say something about that. Like, he typed it in the chat at one point, and I'm like, what is this nigga talking about a wrench, right? So think about this for a minute. This is fucking hilarious. So now I'm over on Witch Doctors later on, and the nigga Kills, he come up on the panel, and he's still going off about this shit. And then I finally get the details of why the nigga mad. And this is why it reminded me of the whole I ain't getting none of that money thing I was talking about, right? This nigga Kills. Apparently, I'm on Witch Doctor channel. You know how they got like the bounties and shit where you pay some money to drop a nigga or whatever. So somebody dropped me. And I don't know how much they paid, $10 or $20, whatever, but somebody dropped me. And the nigga Kills apparently put $20 up to bring me back. And so because he paid $20 to DJ Witch Doctor, he now feels that I owe him money for a wrench. I mean, I owe him a wrench on my channel because he gave another nigga $20. And I swear to God, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this nigga really mad about. And then it finally came together, and I'm like, bro, how in the fuck do I owe you any goddamn thing? Because you gave another nigga $20 fucking dollars, bro. Unbelievable. I just couldn't think. The nerve of niggas, bro. The nerve of niggas.
These blacks.
That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. Like the nigga really mad at me because I didn't give him, which I didn't even think about it because it ain't even like you was on my panel when you ain't asked me on my shit. You in another nigga house giving another nigga money, and I'm supposed to respect your money. Like the whole shit got retarded, bro. I was just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And then to top it off, the nigga tells me, I don't even listen to his channel. So I'm like, how would you even get a wrench if you don't even come here to collect it, bro? What the fuck? What the hell? What are we even doing? What are we even doing? Yeah, you know what, Sister George? Because, I do kind of low-key know you in these YouTube streets, and you good people. You get a wrench. You see how easy that was? Didn't even cost you $20. You didn't even have to twerk for nobody. You didn't get crazy or none of that. You see how easy that is, bro? That's what I told the nigga. First thing I said to the nigga, I'm like, bro, listen, even if I owe you a wrench, I'll give you a wrench. That's not even a big deal, but you're doing a whole lot for $20 fucking right now. Like, this is incredible. Niggas, bro. Niggas is just the most amazing people sometimes, man. I tell you. Anyway. Story time over. What's good, Sister George? Good to see you here.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your chef? There is powerful niggardry at work here.
Speak.
Yeah. Can I say a few words?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for this great debate. We as we see now, the xenophobia going on in Somali community. It's unfortunate. This person.
Oh, wait. Sister George, why are you here? Hold on. Why are you here? I gotta tell you. You know your boy D Durrell. I didn't know you. This is old news, so you might have known about this. But D Durrell, you know that nigga. You heard D Durrell love song for you and Concrete Rose. Oh my god. Yo. God. My chest hurt just thinking about it. Oh my god. Sister George, you know that man. That man. They gonna make him sing that song when he in the chair, bro. Yo. Sister George, oh man. When I heard that shit, I'm like, your husband need to whip this nigga ass for real, bro. Ain't no way this is normal, healthy YouTube behavior. That nigga listen, your husband, I'm like, he need to beat this nigga ass on principle, bro. This is not healthy. This ain't cool, bro. This is beyond not cool, man. The nigga put a lot of work into it. You could tell he put a lot of energy into it, bro. Like, he probably bought new equipment and everything just for that one shit, man. It was, oh, bro. Wow, what a day. Because I didn't know about it when it happened. I don't really follow D Durrell. I just know of him. So, niggas be having their own YouTube adventures, and I'm just over here. But, like, oh, man, that was funny. That was so funny. Because somebody told me he got arrested, and then we started exploring that. And next thing you know, we listened to the Concrete Rose love anthem. Oh, bro. What a day. What a day. All right. Enough sidetrack, man. That was... Wow, that was a day. Somalians out scammed D Durrell. Yeah, how come D Durrell ain't getting none of this Somali money? This is where we left off, right? This is exactly the point we left off. You got prime candidates like D Durrell out here. He know to scam the government game. How come black people wasn't cut in on your $2 billion Somali fraud business, but you now out here trying to put up your Ungawa Black Power fist and shit? Now you want solidarity. A bitch that ain't give up no pussy and no money. You heard what she said. You don't have access to Somali women. You ain't give us none of this $2 billion scam. So we ain't getting no money. We ain't getting no bitches. We ain't getting nothing out of you niggas. And you out here trying to act like we team. Like we gang. This is the craziest shit ever. You see why I am not one of these pro-black Ungawa Pan-African niggas? I know game when I see game, bro. This is game. I have scammed and I have been scammed. I know scams, bro. This shit is a fucking scam.
Of ours is very famous for bashing other community. We have seen what he said about against the Latinos, that they are rapists, this blah blah. Then they go after how many different communities? It comes one by one. So I'm not denying that there's bad actors in Somali community, but that's to give them the president, the right to insult the whole community. But this has been going on for 200 years. You always hear like African Americans, Asian Americans. Have you guys ever had European Americans? It never happens. Have you guys ever had white Americans? Never. So the problem is, the white people think they are more American than others, and they get they have guarantee, for that. They have privilege. They have a lot of stuff, and those people who are now happy that Trump is going after Somali community, it will come to you. It will come one by one. And the good news is like most Somali community here are citizens, and they are here legally.
I'm going there.
So we have to protect.
What's wrong with your phone?
We have to protect our community. We have to think, everyone. The day it comes to you, so then you will understand the pain that Somali community are going through right now.
He's gonna attack. He's gonna attack them
One
acting
by
like
one.
they're better than
This
us. He treats
This
them
guy
like
is
shit.
racist. He don't love anyone except himself.
Yeah, because he treats them like shit.
So last week he gave burden to two guys who scam more than 200 million.
Yeah.
One guy was the former president of Honduras. I think how much he scammed? A couple millions. He let him go. So it's like choose and release, Then he goes after anyone who he wants, and sometimes he uses this as a tactics, to divert the attention from his bad record and the things which is coming. So that's the reason, it's a way to the shift, attention from one problem to another. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you,
There's
brother.
nothing
And
he could
stay,
do.
please.
Yeah,
We still
thank you.
talking. Let me give another guy a chance. Go ahead, still. You wanted to say something?
Yes, do you really?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so I think with us, we need to be realistic here. We do have our own issues. I wish the Somali community could be model minority. It seems like they're not built for that. I don't think Somalis will ever be model minorities.
Oh God.
Because, one second. Because
that's a good phrase right there. The victim scammer, bro. Shout out to 313 Dash, bro. It's crazy how you guys are the victims now. Everybody's mad at me. Oh, everybody's talking about me.
I'm gonna be honest, as a Somali, a lot of Somalis are troublemakers. You have to admit that. A lot of them are troublemakers. This includes the women and the men.
Yo, who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Hey, look, and they're using the nosy auntie face. Look at that. They're using the nosy auntie lady's face right there. Look at that.
Because,
Oh God.
one second. Because I'm gonna be honest, as a Somali, a lot of Somalis are troublemakers. You have to admit that. A lot of them are troublemakers. This includes the women and the men. And that's the reality. Look at the Asians, for example. Look at the Koreans. Look at the Japanese. Look at all these people. They came to America unproblematic, very unproblematic.
Every culture has their coons, y'all.
On the other hand, just chill, guys. I'm just
Why are you throwing your own people under the bus here, Josh?
This
Let him speak his mind about it. Everybody got a right to speak their mind how they feel. He can go for it.
Somalis want group thinking. Like I can't, bro. I'm not. But the reality is, just chill one second. The reality is that, for example, that scamming situation where they did the feed the children scam, that ruined our reputation hugely. And instead of calling these people out, a lot of us said, "Oh, hey, but that's not me." No, you could call it out though. That's the thing. You have to call it out. But a lot of them, nobody was calling it out. Why? Ask yourself, why was nobody calling it out?
So I'm trying to understand where you coming from with the topic that we have. that have to do with our topic.
Basically, what I'm saying is, oh yeah, and Ilhan Omar, she should mind her own business. She shouldn't.
No, she shouldn't. She should be who she is and believe who she believes. Like it's her dream, it's her goal. What gives the president a right to just attack a woman?
Alex.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You can't attack a woman. You're not supposed to do that. That's a female.
I hit a woman for the first time in my life, and I'm having fun.
You know, Ilhan Omar is deeply involved in this Somali fraud thing. She's tied. She's very tied to a lot of these. I think that food bank thing that came up. And I think she tried to pass some type of laws or whatever in Congress to help the whole thing get smoothed out. Like, she is very, very connected to this shit. Don't be surprised if she doesn't get cooked in the long run. This is the exact thing Trump was looking for, to take this little towel head out.
Explain something. A woman, now you're doing the victim mentality card. Holy cow.
No victim mentality, not victim mentality. We're just speaking the truth. I'm just asking you a question. Is it okay for someone to victimize your mom just because of the position she's sitting on?
Man, please don't bring my mom. She would never be.
No, I'm asking because every woman is a mother. Okay? Every woman is a survivor.
Nah, he just pulled a nice card on her. Don't bring up my mom, because she would never be a politician, right? Because ain't that haram? Do you niggas get told what to do by women in your culture, in your Muslim Islamic community? Ain't that haram? Like, nah, real shit. You come over here half-stepping and two-siding and shit, bro. Good on him. Shout out to the Somali coons. Pirate mutinies, y'all.
To victimize your mom just because of the position she's sitting on.
Man, please don't bring my mom. She would never be.
No, I'm asking because every woman is a mother. Okay? Every woman is a survivor. So I'm just saying, if my mother, for example, I can't hate on her what she wants. Ilhan Omar changed the history. I'm sorry. We might not like her. Some of us might not support her, but she changed it. Yes, she did. She's the first African who became a Congress in the United States.
Let me tell you something.
Can I play this recording for you, Kalina?
Wait 1 second. Before you do, bro, please.
Yeah, sure, you can share it. Like, he got 30 seconds left. Go ahead.
Okay. She has not brought us any business, any money. She hasn't brought us money to the community. She hasn't got us a real estate development. She hasn't done anything tangible. And I am a Minnesota native. She has done nothing tangible. You guys, Africans, think with a small brain, a lot of them. But
okay, all right. So thank you very much, because you're being very disrespectful. So thank you very much. Next.
Yeah, what D wanted to play a video, and then AD's after, I think.
Yeah. Go ahead, play with D.
Yes. And for 30 years, they refused to assimilate. As a matter of fact, they done turned Minnesota into little Somalia.
Ooh, I know y'all not about to gang up on a black woman. I know, look at me being pro-black. I know y'all not about to gang up on a black woman. That is a queen. You see, this is why the FBA is about to go to war with y'all, man.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
Y'all gonna leave my nosy auntie the fuck alone. She can put them big ass eyes on whatever the hell she want to, nigga.
Even changed the flag of Minnesota to reflect Somalia. They wasn't trying to be Americans. They were trying to recreate home. But when you tell them it's time to go home, suddenly it's a problem. When you say it's time to pack your bags because your temporary protection is over, honey. It's time to pack your bags and go home. Now suddenly it's a problem. Oh, we Americans, though. We Americans. Since when? You ain't never tried to be American. You tried to change America. You tried to create your own little Somalia that you could safely have things your way in. Well, we're telling you that we don't want our cities changed into
She's a
Somalia.
minority, by the way. She's a minority. She's telling you we.
Give you a bus ride, a plane
That's
ride,
the
a
brainwash
boat
of
ride.
them.
She's not a minority. There are no minority Americans. You're either in or you're out. And you niggas is fucking out. You are out, gang. There are no minority Americans. You're either in or you're out. You see, that's the trap. That's the trap right there. That's how they try to get you to drop your flag. People don't normally just drop their flag for no reason, so they got to come up with all kind of schemes and traps to convince you to willingly drop your flag. They told you, oh, you's a minority. You've been treated badly. Nope. I'm an American. As soon as I drop my flag, you niggas gonna come over here and set up all these little burrito restaurants and halal restaurants and all these other bullshit. Like, nope. We don't need to be doing all this extra shit. I'm an American, and we're gonna keep America American as long as we can.
Telling you that we don't want our cities changed into
She's a
Somalia.
minority, by the way. She's a minority. She's telling you we.
Give you a bus ride, a plane
That's
ride,
the
a
brainwash
boat
of
ride,
them.
and
The ignorant
everything
ones.
else you need until you back safely in Somalia.
Hold on. What
And let's
minority?
hope them boats don't get pirated along the way.
That's a lot of hate. And as you can see,
That's what I'm talking about.
see
You see
this
where the
account?
hate is
People been
coming
here for
from.
30 years.
There's in this account.
That's not even hate, bro. She just telling she giving up the game, right? Snitching is not hating. I don't even know why I need to actually explain that to people, but snitching is not hating. Snitching and hating aren't the same thing. And I missed this one earlier. Shout out to True Hype with $2. He said fighting over the number 2 headband is real now, bro. Same as it ever was, technically, man. Same as it ever was, bro. Fighting over the number 2 headband. Have you noticed the whole theme of Afro Samurai is that the guy with the number 2 headband does most of the fighting? That's unironically one of those, what it is to be black in America type of thing. The guy with the number 2 headband does the most of the fighting. It can't be any other way. Because the majority of the people are lined up to come after you. I mean, because you're number 2. You got to go through number 2 to get to number 1. It is what it is. It's crazy as hell, but it is what it is, man. Fighting over the number 2 headband. That's all we ever knew.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all I would do. Give me the money.
I'm gonna click on. It's called Winnie. She's South Sudanese, and she's very much Islamophobe. I've been on her live many times.
I'm fucking dying. I thought she was a Black American.
No, she's South
Yeah,
Sudanese.
she's not her stuff. She's not Black
No,
American.
the lady is Black American, but I was just showing a repost by this account.
Oh, the repost.
Yeah, by this exact account. It's called Winnie BOL. I've been on her accounts many times.
Someone needs to bring some people up that are opposing the topic, but I think AD's.
Yeah, AD is next. So please, if you're not speaking or you just want to listen, you can go down. There's a lot of people requesting. We want to hear everybody's opinion. And please, and double tap and share the live. Please double tap my live and share the live. And please, share the live. Go ahead, AD. You're next.
Thank you, Sister Kalina. The other brother that was speaking earlier, I don't think he represents Somalis. He's coming from a place of
hatred.
He's coming from a place of hatred. Any real Somali will always stand with Somalis. That's what Biladi.
Bro, you see, even that's stealing my shit, bro. Calling everybody a hater, that's black people shit, bro. That is black culture. Calling everybody else haters, bro, that's black culture. You stole that from us, bro. Everything y'all do, y'all trying to run our game against us and not even give us no PC or nothing on it. It's really crazy when you think about it.
I don't think he's one of us.
No, he's not. Well, Oromo Somalis.
Okay. No, this is very simple. Look. there's two type of Americans. There's these institutional Americans that are the white America, and there's black Americans that are subjugated, that have no influence. For example, that lady, she's coming from a place. Go on mute because whoever's the background is kind of loud.
Yeah, your background, please go on mute.
Moana, what's her name? Yeah, thank you very much. Look, this is very simple. The white Americans, their institutional racism targets everyone, whether you're Somali, Haitian, whether you're Mexican, you're all on the receiving end of institutional racism. That black lady, she is what she's doing, projecting her self-hate. The fact that she's trying to say Somalis have took over Minnesota, she cannot say that the Somalis are doing good in Minnesota. She's only picking up a few bad apples. Every community has bad apples. Whether you're African, whether you're Black American, whether you're Latino, whether you're white. Yeah, everyone has bad apples.
It's not even about bad apples. These apples don't belong on this tree. The bad apples aren't even the problem here, right? This has nothing to do with the moral quality of your goddamn apples, all right? These apples aren't supposed to be growing on this tree. How in the hell did Somali apples grow on a Minnesota tree? That's kind of the problem. It is a fundamental identitarian issue here, right? Somalian apples aren't supposed to fall from Minnesota trees, yet they're falling. And we have to figure this out before it gets crazy. What if they start to spread everywhere, like a fungus or something? You know, shit gets out of hand if you don't step on it.
But she's projecting her self-hatred, but she cannot accept that there's a group of Africans that migrated to America that are institutionally fit themselves in. And when it comes to like the Somali community, they're well knit, very close together, even though they have their own problems together. They're still well connected, right?
These baby warlords have to go back.
I cannot accept this, that someone that came 3 decades ago has leveled up to this prestigious level where you have Congress, you're doing good in the community, doctors, physicians, nurses, people in the airport. If I fly from London to Minneapolis airport, there's a Somali working in the airport. If I go to the restaurant, it's a Somali restaurant. If I go to the game in Timberwolves, the halftime is in a Somali channel. There's Somali advertisements. If I go to the hospital and break my leg and need surgery,
we just had a dance at the Timberwolf a week ago.
I remember. Look, if I go to Magadanesa, the hospital, I'm gonna see a Somali physician, a Somali nurse, a Somali doctor, a Somali surgeon. Like, look. The problem is, it's not the Somali people. Look, anyone that's trying to...
No, you see what I mean, SKC? It's these little subtle details of world history. This is why I am a defender of Western culture and all that it means, good and bad. And this is why I try to explain this idea of being, Black America. We are unique in being the only indigenous Westerners, right? That we are the only Black people that are literally indigenous to a Western country, not the land of America, but the country of America, right? We were here on the ground floor. Crispus the whole deal, right? Being of that, we didn't start writing in 1972. Which is to, say, all right, SKC is saying that, fun fact, Somalia officially adopted a writing system in 1972. So you mean to tell me you didn't even have an official written language until the 70s? Like my mom, all of my aunts are older than your official written language? That's phenomenal.
Say our people are the problem. No. The American government is the problem because they keep drone striking Somalia. They just trumped this office 300 times.
Can I make a quick point?
Drone strike your auntie house.
No. The American government is the problem because they keep drone striking Somalia. They just trumped this office 300 times. The problem because they keep drone striking Somalia.
Well, clearly you niggas keep forgetting the last time. We have to keep reminding you niggas. I don't know why we keep having to remind you niggas, all right? I was just thinking about Black Hawk Down. I started daydreaming Sarge, I think they've forgotten us. Listen, we already told you niggas once, bro. We keep having to remind you every now and then, but I mean, if you like it, I love it.
The problem is, it's not the Somali people. Look, anyone that's trying to say our people are the problem, no. The American government is the problem because they keep drone striking Somalia. They just trumped this office 300
Hey, can I make a quick point?
Let me finish, brother. Don't interrupt me.
Just you're gonna have your turn. Just wait, Walalo. You're gonna have your turn. Go ahead, AD.
First of all, Trump is not the first character we've dealt with. There's ones that came before him.
Uncut Underground asks, what were we doing over there? Stopping them from eating each other. I mean, theoretically, that was the official story. I don't know. Maybe they had some gold or something that we stole. Maybe they had some diamonds under the mattress. I don't know, but the official story is the Somalis, they were basically eating each other, and it wasn't halal. It wasn't halal, so we had to help them out, because we're good like that.
There was George W. Bush that allowed his army to help Ethiopia to invade us. There was Bill Clinton that even invaded us, by the way. American soldiers were getting dragged butt naked in the middle of Mogadishu. These people will never forget that, okay?
You should just watch Black Hawk Down and show you that we didn't want that. We welcomed them the first time, and then we find out they're on bullshit. And
oh my God, skinnies. I mean, when you really think about the overall body count, and think about this, right? How much they themselves value the white body. At the end of Black Hawk Down, that movie she just talked about, and I'm a low-key expert on Black Hawk Down. Matter of fact, that movie was just on my phone the other day. I seen it pop up. I was kind of watching a few minutes of it. I think the end of the movie, they gave a body count of like KIA. It's like 19 to 1,000. 19 to 1,000. Can you imagine that type of score? Can you imagine playing Madden 25 or whatever, NFL 2K, whatever it is they got now? And you run up 19 to 1,000 on the scoreboard. Like, this is what we're dealing with, 19 to 1,000. And out of that 19, one guy got done dirty the worst, right? They caught him and they held him captive for one night. And I think that was the body maybe they dragged or something like that. Actually, though, I think they had two captives, but the soldier that they dragged, I think he was dead already. And then the other guy, the helicopter pilot, they caught him alive. And I think they might have got him back later. But you lost 1,000 of your people. And you celebrate the one white body that you took as like a temporary trophy. 1,000 of your people. And that's just minimum rough estimate of 1,000. So in terms of value, what are we to make of a 1 to 1,000 ratio? Just think about that for a minute. And this is not even a value system that I am somehow projecting onto the world. I'm attempting to understand a value system as projected by these proud Somalis who think that was a great day for them. But like, if you lost 1,000 people that day, but you feel like it was a great victory because you managed to get one white body as a temporary trophy, what does that really tell you about the general value system that she has somehow internalized? It's really fascinating psychologically when you think about it.
these blacks. We kicked them out.
Yeah.
Can I make a quick point?
Yeah, but bro, let me just finish.
Let him land. Let him land. Finish, AD. Go ahead.
Just 1 minute. I just need 1 minute to wrap it up. The American media will always throw propaganda like people like Afghanis and Somalis, okay? These people are people with honor. They're not people that will bend the knee and take American hegemony. We'd rather die in a failed state than become slaves for America, like Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, all these governments in Africa that literally bend the knee to the white man, allow the white man to take their resources, but they have energy for people like Fulani, people like Somalis that are actually doing something for the African continent by fighting back. So these Black Americans are the worst because honestly, I think. Yeah.
Before anybody talks, just one quick point.
Yeah. Last point.
Right.
I actually think people like South Africa that we supported against apartheid are xenophobic to us, that we shouldn't even support them. People like Black America, like you, BLM, Halimos, and Abdis were crying for George Floyd, but you don't want to cry for Somalia when Trump is droning for Somalia. I don't.
Oh, damn. I think we did that for somewhere in India one time, didn't we? SKC says, let's play the Google map game for Somalia. Ooh. Hammer don't hurt him.
Understand you Somalis. You help people that do not want you.
Like that.
And honestly, Black Americans should go back to Jim Crow. They are the most useless society in this world. Thank you very much.
You can't blame
Whoa, hold on, man.
And honestly, Black Americans should go back to Jim Crow. People that do not want you. And honestly, Black Americans should go back to Jim Crow. They are the most useless society. And honestly, Black Americans should go back to Jim Crow. They are the most useless society. And
do I have to play more? I mean, listen. You can go to, excuse me. You can go to all the other channels. Sorry, I need a drink. I've been talking for a long time. You can go to all the other pro-Black channels and let them guilt trip you into believing that we are all one. We're somehow all united under this melanated umbrella. You know, we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better place. So let's start giving. You know, we can do all of that. We can do all of that. Or you can accept the simple, brutal, inescapable fact, bro. They are not of you. You are not of them. And not only are you not of these people, they are deeply and impossibly not like you. And not only are they not like you, they actually don't like you.
Honestly, Black Americans should go back to Jim Crow. They are the most useless society in this world. Thank you very much.
You can't blame us for the whole BLM thing.
Okay, let him land. Once he land, okay, guys. Once he's finished, you can say your part. Let him finish. He got 40 seconds left. Go ahead.
So everything that happens to the Somali diaspora in America, it will always affect the Somali diaspora in Europe, in UK. So I stand against this Trump, this pedo of a president that even sucked off Bill Clinton, by the way. No wonder why Hillary hated him, is because he's a president. He's the first homosexual president. He's the first pedo president. And wallahi, the fact that America's being led by this type of person, it shows you that America's declining. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Go ahead, Star Pound.
I'm gonna do a timer. So when your timer is done, that's when you know you're done speaking. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes.
All right, so I'll make a quick point in the sense of like I did this essay in school when we were in civics class, and my essay was about how different immigrant groups get hated on. So if you knew that like Benjamin Franklin hated on German people, he said we can't allow Germans to come in here. They're gonna change the fabric of our speech. They're gonna change their culture, and that's Benjamin Franklin. Now you get a new president or a new racist that says, "Hey, we can't let Irish people in here because the Irish are." And you can watch this movie. It's called Gangs of New York. they were very adamant that Irish people can't come in. So then you move on to Italians, and then Italians are they're the worst people of all time, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to Japanese in World War II. And they said Japanese people should be interned. They should be, because we can't trust them. And mind you, Japanese people are the only people that ever got reparations for their racism, for what they've had to deal with. And then you move on to Cambodians and Vietnamese. And then you move on to Africans. Then you move on to Somalians. And we're just a new group to get hated on.
Shout out to Romello with the $2. When you apply pressure, true colors shine through. And remember this, man. Remember this. And this applies universally, bro. Everyone is a nationalist for the place they really love. That's what it boils down to. Everyone is a nationalist for the place they really love. Even the Somalians in Minnesota, they are ultimately Somali nationalists. Their ultimate end game is to make Somalia in Minnesota. That's how much they love Somalia.
That's all it is. Just a new group to get hated on.
Okay, so the prompt is how should we respond to this whole hate train?
No, that's what I'm saying. Handle it like Ilhan Omar is handling it. Handle it like the TikTok people are handling it. Like, yo, just say, yo, straight up, like, I'm an American citizen. You can't tell me nothing. Like, you think ICE can stop me and ask me a question?
Well, they're doing it.
I know they're doing it, but you have to know your rights. All right. So one of your rights is don't answer any questions.
Well, guys, I got a warning. We got to be careful what we say, please. I don't know which guest that is.
I think the warning is for the PDF. So when you want to say the P word, use PDF.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're not talking. All right, don't say those words. Okay. But anyways, I'm saying like you have to know your rights when you get stopped. So one of your major rights is, hey, am I being detained? If the person says yes, you are, then just let them arrest you and go about your way.
But you have a right. They can't just arrest you. You have a right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're an American citizen and detain you, just have to remind them that you're an American citizen and that they are arresting American
don't
citizens.
Answer any questions.
You can also remain silent, but you have to let them know though that you are American citizen.
First of all, no federal force in America is allowed to ask you for your papers. There's none of that going on.
Yeah, they're not federally.
There's not 1984 where somebody could walk up to you and just ask you, hey, who are you? No.
Oh, cool. 1984, huh? Is that like a Somalian movie? Well, I wonder what he means when he refers to 1984, huh? Interesting.
Like before there was anything immigration, before there was any immigration, I dealt with, but I dealt with police officers, and the police officers is like I grew up.
I gotta drop. Who's that person? I have to drop that person.
What a day, y'all! What a day. Black people, y'all gonna help these Somalis out or no? All right, it's all on you, Black America. You're the galaxy's last hope. Save me, Obi nigga Kenobi.
Hello, Donald Trump. What do you say? Somali people is a garbage. No, you the garbage. Because you fire. You are not no more an American president. Somali people, we are American. We are American citizens. We are taxpayer. We are honest. All the world people, some people they do mistake, some people they don't. We are sent for other human beings. But all Somali people, they are not a garbage. All Somali people, they are not a bad. All Somali people, they are not the same. You have to respect for Somali people. We are Americans. And we hope we will nice president. No, all humanitarian people. We are the best. We are taxpayers. We are hard workers. We work in the government and everywhere. Thank you, America.
SKC says, fun fact, the book 1984 was published 23 years before Somalia had an unified written language. You know, I think about this for a minute, SKC, right? I don't think that Orwell really understood real Africans. Could you imagine if Orwell had really understood, like, because when he was writing, you know, a sort of Western man collapse of civilization, as if that were sort of the bottom that you could scrape, collapsing civilization, right? But I don't know if Orwell has ever met real Africans before.
And I said it from the start, this is advanced darkness. This is heart of darkness. This is the jungle drum. This is the fertility goddess of chaos. They're literally going to eat your balls. They're going to cut your fucking nuts off and eat them.
Whoa, what? They're gonna what? Could you imagine Orwell writing a book about Africa? Oh, he was born in India? Okay, well, he knows things then. If George Orwell was born in India, then he definitely knows things. You gotta be from a place like India to really articulate the darkness of the human capacity. Like, there are things that people are willing to do to one another that most of us in normal civilization couldn't even imagine. Like, you didn't even know bodies could do these kinds of things, right? But that's the world out there. That's really what's out there beyond these Western civilized borders, right? It's dark and chaotic. Smells weird. Everybody's speaking different Jawa languages. You really got to appreciate it. It's nice here, bro. It's nice here. This #2 shit, you know, nothing's perfect, but this is the best of all imperfections that you could possibly have, all things considered. You know what I mean? It's like really dope here. You really got to it's so dope here that they want to take our shit. Everybody trying to come over here and be #2 now. It's getting crowded at the top, man. And it is a long way down to the bottom. I'm telling you. It's really good to be here, man. That being said, though, we're gonna wrap this one up. I do gotta run out and go get something to eat, run a couple of errands, and I think we're gonna come back later. There's something else I wanted to cover. You know my favorite white couple, Base Camp? Guess what Base Camp did today, y'all? You'll never believe it. I just have to cover this, and I'm gonna go in raw. Like, I'm not even gonna watch a minute of it on a preview. Base Camp discovered something that is truly amazing. You gotta understand this. Like Base Camp has discovered Yaqub, y'all. And apparently Base Camp discovering Yaqub is the least crazy thing about the Nation of Islam. Yes, Base Camp. Yaqub is the least crazy thing about the Nation of Islam. You guys want to talk about Nation of Islam with my favorite white couple? And look, they brought their baby out this time. Yeah. I think we're gonna have a doubleheader. I'm gonna go out and grab me something to eat. Ooh, shout out to Miss Cantrell with the $9.99 for the second show. Thank you so much for that. Smashing that super chat button. Look, I got paid in advance. Now I definitely got to come back. We're locking in early, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
No, I'm not gonna go eat no damn Popeyes. I every now and then I will go get a piece of chicken, but no, I don't really buy Popeyes. I try to avoid the fast foods, man. I'll be trying. I don't know, I'll probably go get some Dominican or something. Anyway. What a day, y'all. What a day, man. These Somalians, bro. They want your help, bro. The Somalians need black people to come and help. You know, if black people would just remember who was supporting us during our time of need, during the George Floyd riots, maybe your hearts would soften and you would realize that now is the time to stand in solidarity with your African, Somali brothers and sisters and all of that. Oh, bro, what a day, man. What a day. Shout out to the Pan-Africans out there, y'all. Let me say this once again for the people in the back. Pan-Africa is not a real country. That is all. Thank you, Jesse Lee, with the $2 for the second show fund. We will be back in a couple of hours. Something I need to do. It just occurred to me while I was sitting here streaming a little while ago. Say, oh shit, I gotta get up and do this. But I'm gonna run out, get something to eat, and I'll be back. You guys hang in tight. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I will catch you guys later.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.